Hey everybody, it's your boy Joseph Rothschild, aka MBT. Look how fucking light it is outside. Oh god damn it! Well, there goes the VOD. First 8 seconds, I can't not say the F word. Do your laundry. What? What do you mean? Oh no, I went to sleep and then woke up and now I'm here. Alright? Listen. Alright, so we got a lot to do today. First and foremost, we have to do a Twitter thread. Folks, what is the Twitter thread? Dyer's best edits. True. Most fuckable cards. Nope. We're not doing that one. We are not doing that one. Oh, don't worry, dude. We're going to be watching your new video. Don't worry. We are going to be watching your new video. Favorite Celtic Guardian format monster? Strange stories from your local card game store. Ooh, that's not a bad one. Let me think of one that I know. I'm trying to do one that's not oh, I know. Good hashtag Yu-Gi-Oh morning, everybody. All right, here we go. What? Get up there. All right. Twitter thread. One of the best parts of Yu-Gi-Oh is the people. That's a lie. Is getting together with friends at a local game store, which we call OTS for some reason, despite the fact that the acronym is LGS. But everyone's got a story of a time something went wrong there. What's the weirdest thing that's ever happened at your OTS? And then I'm going to post a picture of Wind Up Shark, because that'll remind me of what mine is. All right, bada bing. Was the synchro thing not the real thread? No. This one, what's your favorite hashtag synchro monster? Hashtag Yu-Gi-Oh, hashtag Yu-Gi-Oh TCG? No. Okay. Let's watch some videos, okay? First and foremost, we've got maybe the most banger video that I've ever seen in my entire life. I'm talking about Yasin656's new short about the new rules. All right, so let's see what we got here.
So very recently, Konami has updated their tournament policy and also clarified already existing rules so people wouldn't play stupid.
Very true.
This also served as a memo to remind you that cheating is bad and good people don't cheat. Oh, and misgendering people is also a no-no.
All right. Yasin about to talk about misgendering. What joke will he make? Sound off in the comments. What joke are we going to hear? All right, here. Let's run it back.
So very recently, Konami has updated their tournament policy and also clarified already existing rules so people wouldn't play stupid. This also served as a memo to remind you that cheating is bad and good people don't cheat. Oh, and misgendering people is also a no-no. So if someone identifies as a hamburger and you call him a hot dog, you might get DQ'd and banned for 43 years.
Yeah! We did it! trying to explain the new misgendering rules to an American. Okay. Imagine a hamburger. Man, come on. It's not even a good joke. Jesus Christ. Well, you know, I don't know what I expected, you know. The comments are half like, man, you're really doing attack helicopter jokes. And the other half are like, great, Konami is now Wokenami. Very true. I have to agree. All right, whatever. Let's watch the new fucking Farfa video. Oh, wow. A Donald Trump and Joe Biden dual monster
Joe,
meme in my feed? Must be a day ending in Y on Stevie Blunder's channel, where he has just completely pivoted to be this. I mean, can I blame him? These do crazy. They get like 300K, you know? I don't think they make any money, but I mean, that's not the point. Where's Farfa's video? Am I not subscribed to Farfa? I feel like I have to be. Oh, here it is.
A new policy update has just been dropped on both Konami US.
First off, is Farfa still here? Because I need to know how much I can make fun of him. I love hearing Farfa in real life and then hearing Farfa when he is reading off a script. Like, Farfa talking, he's like, woo, 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 and then the Farfa YouTube voice is like, I am concentrating very hard to get the words out. It's great.
And EU's website, highlighting some changes and clarifications on certain occurrences within a tournament setting. In the biggest update to tournament policy and penalty guidelines in 3 years,
TikTok
let's
voice,
take
yeah.
a look at some of the new points here that you will need to know. I did all the reading, so you don't have to.
We edited this video so Farfa didn't have to.
For that level of
Good, all right. This was a group effort.
depth, I think that deserves a Patreon, man.
Wow, his Patreon is growing very fast. But if you would like a Patreon where you get rewards, like getting to see my videos one day before they come out to the general public, if my editors would get off their lazy fucking asses, then... No, I'm just kidding.
If you've enjoyed my recent content, then feel free to get involved. Let's begin with everyone's favorite, rule sharking. Judge calls should not be used with the intent to specifically penalize another person, gain an unfair advantage, or misrepresent the game state. If your opponent does something that warrants a penalty, you can call a judge. If the judge finds that everything has been sorted with the judge call but does not issue a penalty, you cannot then turn around and ask for one.
Actually, according to Section H of the Tournament Policy Infraction Document,
You can get a warning
What
for
is that
trying to
filter?
shark a punishment out of your opponent. Sharking in general, by the way, is a very incorrectly used worm as a general thing in Yu-Gi-Oh!
Worm! He said worm!
Turn to you. Oh, sorry. End phase Scarm effect. No, sorry, it's too late. You click. Some of you think this is sharking. This isn't sharking. This is called Get Good. We have a new game loss that just dropped.
Farfa's the only person who's out here like, man, isn't it crazy when you forget your Scarm search? And everyone else is like, Scarm? What the hell is that? Grandpa, we don't play with cards like that.
The duelist responsible for submitting the match slip result puts it in their pocket and leaves to get food instead of handing it to the scorekeeper.
Incredible
After 5 minutes
change.
have passed
One of my
from the end
favorite
of the round,
changes.
the missing slip is delaying the pairings for the next round. If you finish your match and don't hand in your slip within a reasonable amount of time, you can receive a game loss. Nobody wants 11 PM Swiss rounds. People want to go back to their hotel rooms, unsleeve their decks they spent way too much money on, only to go X4 on day 1 with. Stop delaying the rounds for no reason. There is not a set amount of time a duelist may use per action, but they are expected to pace themselves according to the complexity of the game. This
Absolutely best way to change this, by the way. For a while, they tried to be like, yeah, you have 120 seconds per action. But that's like an insane amount of time for some actions and 0 time for other actions. Yu-Gi-Oh's rule set is already so intent-based, it just makes sense to be like, they're moving at a reasonable pace.
This is a clarification specifically on the allocated amount of time in between moves. Some people are under the impression that there is a set amount of time given to you between each individual move.
Like me.
You only get 15 seconds in between each move. This is not true and has never been the case. This policy update
Never mind, I guess I'm a
clarifies
fucking
that the amount
liar.
of time you are given in between each move or interaction that you make is based on the complexity of the game state and basically the judge's discretion and subjective opinion. If my opponent has 3 back row, a quick effect, a searched card, a Nibiru, a warhead in the hand, a hand grenade, 20 seconds before making a move is probably a reasonable amount of thinking time. If
This, by the way, this is also why when I see people say slow play on streams, I just get so mad. Because you don't know jack shit about this board state. 2 people are playing with hidden information. No fucking duh, someone is going to have to think for a fair amount of time when playing into 5 unknowns, or with playing with 5 unknowns. But everyone in stream is like, whoa, but on EdoPro, I saw this go very fast on Lithium's channel.
If my hand is tour guide, nothing else, versus 0 cards, and I'm sitting there like, then 20 seconds becomes a lot more unreasonable. And again, this is at the discretion and interpretation of your judge. If you don't agree, appeal it. And if you still don't agree, well... We also have some
Vine Boom.
clarification on some of the
I laugh about Vine
disqualifiable
Boom every
things
time.
that you can perform at a tournament, namely the UC major section. And the truth be told, if you're committing any of these infractions, you're probably in the wrong hobby, and maybe you should try something a bit more like, I don't know, underground pitbull fighting or something. When asked if they have received any previous penalties for an infraction, a duelist who has received previous penalties lies and says they have not. Why?
Okay. I've told you my one story about this, right? Cat Meat TV, thank you for the 10 gifted subs. If you didn't get one, dodge in chat. As simple as that. Sorry, forgot I had alerts off. Whoops. Okay, here's my story about this one. At one of the most recent YCSs, I got an infraction, I think a warning. And then later, I got a second one, and the judge was like, have you received something, another infraction for this behavior? And I said, no. And then they were leaving, and I went, wait. Sorry. I mean, I have received another warning, but it was for a different card interaction. Does that count? And they were like, yeah, oh, don't worry about it, dude. Like, but I legitimately was like, they were like, have you received an infraction for this behavior already? I'm like, no. My other infraction was for something else entirely. No, I misunderstood the question, and we did get it corrected, but it was... Should have just lied? No!
Why would anyone do this? What are you people... Like, they have a... they check this. What...
Oh, so you cheated? No! We rectified it!
Why would... A person attends a sanctioned event that prohibits buying and selling items with the intent to buy...
Chat just... Here's what chat wants. Chat wants me to say something on stream that will get me banned. That would be the funniest thing to them. Oh, they would piss their little pants.
And or sell items with other...
So you initially cheated. The Yu-Gi-Oh! Rules are intent-based for this reason!
other people rather than approved vendors. So many of you have probably purchased cards at a tournament. Naturally, you forget cards, or you've just seen Joshua Schmidt's deck list on the Friday evening of a YCS and realize you're going to need some crazy common card from the year 2007 that hasn't been printed since then and nobody at the vendors has, or...
Oh, I was actually very surprised that he was talking about Nimble Sunfish. I thought he meant when Gage had seen Joshua Schmidt's Naturia deck 3 seconds before he signed up.
Or basically anyone around you, and so you're going to have to fork over $17 for this really ridiculously overpriced card.
So real quick, I actually think that Nimble Sunfish only comes as a super. I think it may have been recently reprinted, but it was an expensive super pretty much the entire time. Like, I remember it was like $8 in like 2017.
But hey, no one else has it. So you finally find someone who actually has this, and you have to PayPal them the amount of money outside of the venue. If you do want to buy a card, then that's fine as long as you do it outside of the premise, and that's not changed.
Side note on Sunfish. My local OTS that I played at, so when I was in, there was never really a fantastic OTS when I was growing up where I lived, but We got one when I went off to college. So when I came back during breaks, I would play there. Well, I came back after finishing college maybe like 2 years ago, and it had changed hands. The new owners had just weren't into Yu-Gi-Oh, and no one was playing it. So I was like, "Do you have any Yu-Gi-Oh cards? I'll go through your bulk at least. Give me something to do." I was bored at my house in Kansas, and so I'm thumbing through and I'm like, "Oh, they have a bunch of shit mispriced. I could like make some money here." So one of the things they had was they had a playset of Nimble Sunfish. So I picked them out. I go to purchase them. They're priced at 50 cents a piece. And he goes, "Yeah, sure. Let me just check these on TCG Player." And I was like, "Huh?" He was like, "Yeah, sometimes I have these too high and I save people some money." And I was like, "No, I know what they're worth. If you go to TCG Player, I don't want them." So I didn't buy them. I was like, "No, never mind. Don't worry about it." And I left. I was like, "What the fuck?"
However, if your sole intention, the only reason you go to events is to take a big stack of thick cash and buy up entire collections from other people and do mass buys and sells with cash transactions, even if you aren't in the venue, my interpretation of this, and this is subject to clarification, I'll maybe leave us something in the comment section below to clarify this 100%, but my interpretation of this is that this is actually
trying to scam. It's not scamming to go through bulk and try and make a profit.
allowed. But again, caveat, not
anyway. This rule is Farfa's right that this rule is a little bit incomprehensible, but it looks like if you are going with the intent to vend, but you are not a registered vendor and you are not entered in the tournament, you will get kicked out.
% sure on this, but I think that this is what this is saying. Cyberbullying, creating online content, targeting or harassing another person.
Okay, whoa. Does Gage count as another person?
Appearing on a sex offender registry.
Okay. Time for my hot take. I don't like these next two. I don't like the sex offender registry. I don't like the being arrested or criminally charged ones. I don't like them. Like, think about how many people are locked up in this country for, like, possession of weed, right? Oh, shit, you got criminally charged? Guess you never get to play Yu-Gi-Oh again, right? I feel like that sucks. Like, I don't think Konami should be interacting with the justice system at all. I am hoping what this means is it is going to be case by case, and if they find out you're like an insane sicko, they will ban you based on that. But it would really suck if they just comb like arrest records and be like anyone who has, a misdemeanor is getting fucked. That would suck. Sex offender one works. Yeah, but you can get on the sex offender registry for bullshit reasons too. Like, I hate to be like this, but there are a lot of mechanisms by which every punitive measure in the United States is wielded against, enemies of the state constantly, right? So either you believe that, that sometimes arrests and classifications are bullshit, or you believe like, no, the cops are right, they shouldn't play Yu-Gi-Oh. I don't know. It's a hard one. Isn't there an MTG Pro that had history? It's Chapin, right? Don't want to fuck this up.
That's why you're a legend.
It might not be Chapin. Fuck. I'm trying to remember.
That's why you're a legend.
Okay, I'm not going to find it. Oh, it was Chapin? Yeah, Chapin went to prison for dealing coke. One of Magic's top minds, most storied pros. I mean, legitimately, the game would be different without him. But he sold drugs at one point, so, He wrote articles from inside prison after being arrested on smuggling charges. Awesome. But those articles are really good. I don't know. I think that a lot of a lot of reintegration in society is finding places that you can meet and engage with other people, and I do think that Yu-Gi-Oh tournaments are kind of uniquely positioned there. And when you think that Yu-Gi-Oh kind of has like a historically racially diverse fan base, and how the justice system in America is specifically wielded at minorities, I don't know. I can't feel great about it. I hope that it's going to be, if they find out that you are running a human trafficking ring, they ban you. But if you got, a night in prison on like trumped up weed charges, no one cares. I hope that that's it. And I think that we'll find out if that's it or not in the coming weeks, because a lot of people who play this game have drug charges. It's not a big deal.
Being arrested or criminally charged, making threats, or impersonating a Konami employee.
Impersonating a Konami employee is hilarious. I cannot believe that Mask is going to be permanently banned from Yu-Gi-Oh! For making Konami Greenland.
It's in the chat for the Yu-Gi-Oh! Greenland Twitter page, am I right? I don't think anyone's going to be upset about sex offenders not being allowed to play Yu-Gi-Oh!
This man didn't anticipate me.
Oh well. A person posts a video accusing another person of cheating. Thank God there are no real examples of this ever happening.
That's crazy. I can't think of like 2 content creators that got hit for this.
It's a good thing we'll never find out what the effect of Fateful Adventure actually does.
Whoa!
A person intentionally misgenders another person. Now, when I first read this, I didn't think much of it because, well, this isn't really something that was ever allowed in the first place. But oh my God, did I make a mistake when I decided to go on the internet?
Yes. Farfa is the last of a dying breed of Yu-Gi-Oh! YouTuber. Many people see me, they think, Joseph, you're just a Farfa ripoff, which isn't wrong. You're pretty close. But Farfa is a type of person that doesn't exist anymore. And it's a guy who will log on to http://www.facebook.com/ and will literally argue with people for 14 hours a day. So when I heard that this change was being made, I knew that there was only one content creator who would spend all day arguing with people on Zodiac about it, and it's the boy. So let's see what happened.
Especially the Brain Dead Bird app. This is somehow controversial. Apparently, it's woke in 1984 to not be allowed to misgender someone. I guess to really clarify this for people who are well-intentioned, or maybe you're just incapable of reading an entire one singular sentence. I mean, it happens to me. I just learned Curtain Raiser was once per duel this week. But you cannot...
What? Curtain Raiser is once per duel? I play this deck.
Not intentionally misgender someone.
Intentionally.
If someone clarifies to you that they are in fact a girl when you said boy, that's fine. You move on, you apologize, that's life. But if you keep doing it and you keep saying it with the intention to just upset them and for no other reason than to prove a point, whatever that means, then that's
you know what that means.
So not really clarifying much here, it's just that this was made as an example for people.
Love that Farfa had to spend a minute on this because he knows, the unwashed hordes of YouTube are going to descend on this like flies to a piece of shit. But yeah, no, I mean, one of the best parts about Yu-Gi-Oh's rule set is that it's intent based, right? And I really appreciate that it is not so by the letter that players who are not doing anything wrong but are mistaken about like the game state or something are penalized. Mostly they're wielded to determine if someone is screwing something up in order to get a competitive advantage. And that's why the word intentionally is in there. If you misgender someone, like it happens, nut up, be like, oh, I'm fucking sorry, my bad, and move on. But if you misgender someone to epically throw them off their game, or because you don't agree with the woke liberals at Yu-Gi-Oh, then go fuck yourself, right? Like, what? Come on. Be normal! Be normal!
To really look at, and somehow again this is controversial. Nothing's changed here. This was never allowed.
Intent is impossible to prove in most cases, just not remotely true. Just what do you fucking think? What do you think mens rea is? You think Oh, our entire system of governance is based off intent.
Going to be disqualified if you did
You can't prove intent. Oh, watch me, bitch.
something like this. So this idea that you're being thought-crimed Guantanamo 1984'd on this is just simply untrue. But what if someone lies to a judge and says that I misgendered them when I didn't actually? Well,
Damn, if only there was something in the rules about lying to a judge.
this has nothing to do with misgendering or this so-called new change here. This was always illegal. You can't lie to a judge. If someone was going to lie to a judge, they would have done so without this policy change in the first place.
Opponent misgendered me? Sorry, that's a game loss and you're going to Guantanamo. That's unfortunately the sad reality in Joe Brandon's America. Whereas previously you had to say, Judge, my opponent took one of my cards while I wasn't looking. And they go, you're going to prison. You fucking stupid? What are you, dumb? God.
Person submits fraudulent proof of vaccination.
Great news for me because I am the most swollen, vaccinated man on the planet.
Sorry, but what are you people doing over there? Like, what is going on in the colonies?
Come on, dude, come on! Come on! Come on! God damn, it's like he's never heard of freedom before.
Like, I know they were rowdy with, like, the Super Bowl recently, but what is this? I have so many questions, but honestly, I'm European. I get, like, 3 vaccinations per week administered
True.
by Karl Marx himself. So
That's
what do I know? I
true.
hope you enjoyed this video and received some beneficial clarification on
Great
some
stuff
of
out
these
of
things.
Farva. This is
Thank
a
you
good
so much
one.
for watching, comment, like, and subscribe, and until next time, subscribe to my Patreon or Twitch streams. Thank you, and goodbye. Adios!
Farfa videos recently, you know, they've been really bad ever since he went woke. But this one was really good. Spent a minute on the one that he knew was going to be controversial. Had some funny quips about the others. Anyway, proof of vaccination. Do you remember when Konami first required that and people on Zodiac were like buying fake vax cards?
Dedicated to each individual action a duelist takes per duel. We'll get it this time, I promise.
That's
Holy fuck,
literally me. That's
Of
literally
the
me.
current game state.
For every minute of video that I produce 40 minutes of outtakes. All right. Finally, a Konami employee explains the Very good, but also true. This must be Master Rule 6. Okay. The calling out or accusing someone of cheating rule is still bizarre. What if we have a repeat? Oh my god. I get that this rule was clearly put in place to justify distant coder getting banned. Listen, the distant coder ban was kind of bullshit, but this has been a rule forever. You're not allowed to say another player is cheating when they aren't. Oh my god. The world doesn't revolve around the people you watch on YouTube! Unless it's me, in which case it does. This video was very informative. Good. Whew! I can still fake a handshake agreement on citing outage in. Can you? I feel like you can't. I feel like you are not allowed to do that. Being on a sex offender registry is so very funny as a rule, and it's like it was added to give the player base license to dunk on waifu decks even harder. Shit. Judge, my opponent's playing trap tricks. Can you just check something for me real quick? Come on. Konami really saw G-Hopper out of jail and added the sex offender line immediately. Is G-Hopper on the registry? Do we know? I absolutely lost it at the falsifying vaccination records. Well, I lost it. My freedom when I had to get the clot shot. Folks. By the way, I don't know if you know how it is in the United States right now. I know, you know, on Tuesdays I have a lot of Europeans watching me. Oh, it's out of fucking control. You just go in a CVS and you say, hey, I'm here to get a vaccine. And they go, okay. And they go, okay, bye-bye. You don't pay for shit. It's crazy. It gives you a small glimpse into what the world would be like with socialized medicine. You walk into a fucking Walgreens and you go, give me one of everything. And they go, oh, okay. And they can't say no because that's how Joe Brandon wants it. I don't know, but I got a nice one. The literal only striker player at my locals got sex offender charges. Oh, shit. Not beating the allegations on that one. there are multiple guys at my old OTS who tried to fake their vaccination records. Okay, I will ask the question that I feel like no one is asking. What's the downside to getting the thing? Like, I feel like it's just super easy, right? You just get it and you leave. Real bad leg shaking, I've heard. Well, I mean, sorry, but like, get good, right? I don't mean to be like, just get better at having an immune system. What the fuck are you talking about? Gay, okay, well, autism, Muslim, 5G, but I want all those things. If you get the
That's why you're a legend.
The funniest thing, okay, I will reveal my power level just a little bit. You know, Jillian does a lot of QAnon stuff because of her area of research, and the funniest development in vaccine theory, by a lot, is the shedding spike proteins to unvaccinated peoples. Have you heard this? So people who got the shot really early, but then figured out there was a lot of money in pretending to have not gotten the shot, now need to figure out a way to justify why they are not getting COVID at these events, right? And the reason is, if a vaccinated person interacts with you, like shakes your hand, is in the same vicinity as you, the microscopic spike proteins from their body will go into your body and irrevocably change your DNA so that you are also secretly vaccinated. It's amazing. The vaccine is contagious. I fucking love America, dude. It's so good. Is this herd immunity? Yeah, this is what they were talking about. If you, not to be mean to dead people, but if you look at the Diamond and Silk funeral stuff, her sister is literally like, yeah, she was killed because of the spike proteins. Like, she got killed by having lunch with a vaccinated person or something. It's amazing. It's like in Kung Fu Panda when you transfer chi. Yeah, exactly. Anyway, why don't you just tell that to the Konami employees? I don't need to get a vaccine. Everyone else here is vaccinated. Orewa mo shindai vaccinated. You are already vaccinated. Oh my god. Okay, all right. Did they announce this because too many people were doing it at the most recent YCS? No, it's just the times they are a-changing, you know? Yu-Gi-Oh! Used to be just for good old boys, and now, especially post-COVID, there's more women, there's more trans people. You can't just refer to everyone by guy, dude, bro, and expect to be right 100% of the time. I think it's a good thing. It's a very good thing. Karl Marx, C-A-R-L Marx. This is going to bother me. Hold up. Thing behind me. My window was slightly, the blinds were slightly off, and it made it look like the room was just tilting a little bit, which it's not. I'm going to think it if I see the blinds off. Okay. I'm not a tournament player myself, but I feel like the most common pronoun used in the duel would be the gender-neutral term of your. Like, for example, can I see your graveyard, or can I read the text on your card? You don't even... Okay, I'm going to be honest with you. You don't even need to use pronouns. You can just be like, can I read that? You think, oh, can I read? You mind if I see the graveyard? You know? You don't even have to, but... you know. We work so hard to have one of the most toxic communities on the planet. They can't just take it all away from us. Very true. My question is, what would count for being arrested? I mean, this person is asking the right question. Would getting hammered on a night out and ending up in the drunk tank count? Or are we talking serious crimes, you know? I hope that it's case by case. I hope that it's case by case. I imagine it will be. Crush Cards killed it. They did a great job on this one. You can even play around misgendering. Isn't exposing cheaters one weird? Like if they have concrete proof that they did indeed cheat, they can't say it, and they're the ones penalized if they do so? Jesus Christ. We gotta... You know what this is? The proliferation of all of the pedo hunters channels. You remember that period like a year ago where everyone was making a "We're hunting pedophiles" channel? It's like that, where everyone's like, I'm gonna epically expose these people. It's not your job to expose cheaters. If someone's cheating, walk over to a judge and say, hey, my opponent just cheated. It's not your job to make a fucking call-out video. That's what this is about. They still exist. One of my... Not only do they still exist, my wife's high school, there was this beloved teacher who was on one of those. They got him. And I was like, oh, no. The misgendering rule really buffs my generator deck to compete with Kashtira. My generator deck! Fuck!
That's why you're
Did I miss the
a
policy
legend.
for an obligatory eat and shit break? Oh, God. I wish. At YCS Charlotte, the first YCS, there was an individual who used a digital health app and a photo editor to fake his vaccination card. We immediately turned him to the head judge because he posted about it on Facebook. Dummy! People are wild with the misgendering policy. Like it's just normal to respect your opponent. True. You may disagree with someone being able to change gender, and that's all right. Untrue. But that doesn't mean you have to disrespect other people's beliefs. It doesn't contribute to a good ambiance and should rightfully be banned. Least both sides American, by the way. Listen, you may think that transgender people are disgusting degenerates, but that doesn't mean you should tell it to them to their face. What are the replies to this? You must now call me Master or Your Highness. Those are my pronouns. What if I identify... Oh, my God. Someone already beat me to it. Let's go, baby. Just as a thought experiment, take everything you've said word for word and flip it on its head. Swap the word able and replace it with unable. With that in mind, you've actually provided quite a good case for the other side of the argument. Now you see why there's contention here. See? This is why you shouldn't do this. You can't do that with my sentence. My sentence is, trans people exist and, fuck you. You're flipping that one around. Amazing. This pronoun stuff is getting out of hand and has no basis in reality. If you look like a chick, if you look like a chick, not a single person will, bolded on YouTube, by the way, using the fucking CSS, instinctively, internally, two very weird adjectives here, adverbs? Gender you a he. In Yu-Gi-Oh events, this will most likely not even come up. If for whatever reason I have to use a gendered pronoun, I will use the one that instinctively comes to mind, and if they cry about it, I'll follow it up with a sorry I forgot. Okay, so this person is saying, I intend to break the rules. Awesome. Why don't you just not be an asshole? What's the problem with that? Jesus Christ. As a trans girl with other trans friends playing Yu-Gi-Oh, we never encountered transphobia or intentional hate. Wow. Good for you. Wow. Some days this community. Well, that is just swell. Wow, people have always been friendly. Still appreciate they added the point to the Konamis. Konami does make a statement with that, and it's really nice to see. Wow. Never expected that in 2014. Oh, and there's a deleted comment here. Great. I live in Germany. Fuck! All right, well, you know, maybe someday in America. All right, this person says, sucks that a portion of the audience can't see that treating people with the most minuscule amount of respect isn't some infringement on their human rights. How about not being stupidly petty? All right, what are the comments? Here we go. 4 replies. Oh, okay. All right, here we go. I don't mind the misgender punishment. Last time I went to a local with my friend, her opponent kept misgendering her at every time possible. Started to scream that he was being threatened after I told him to stop. He thought the store owner kicked him out. There wasn't any more punishment than that, so maybe it will dissuade these kind of people to come in and ruin others people's funds. All right, here we go. 47 replies. All right. And here we go. And everybody clapped. All right, first off, reply 100% correct, r/nothing ever happens. Come on. Sometimes stuff happens. You're just going to have to believe that occasionally people encounter transphobia. I know it's impossible. MTG always had this problem too, but it seems to have calmed for now. You threaten someone because they didn't reinforce the delusions of someone else, and you think they're the bad person. Where in here does it say that the guy was threatened? It says that he thought he was threatened, but he was screaming at his opponent. Incredible, incredible. Are you surprised trans women and sweaty transphobes play this game? You can see both types in this comment section. Excellent. This is... what does it cost you to play along, even if you think they're delusional? No, don't cop to these people. Don't say, well, even if you think they're delusional, play along. They're not. You are. Don't be like, no. Your opinion that all trans people should be in a ditch is very valid. Just pretend like you care about people while you're playing the game. Fuck off. Awesome. Awesome. Wow. Why did you tell me to read this, Farfa? This is just making me mad. Oh, I'm not reading that one out loud. Go fuck yourself. Is there a way I can attack this person? I don't know. Probably hate speech. It's a yeah, why not? Fuck it. Come on. Mod them? True. Wait, I'm there. I was hoping... oh, my God. 19 likes on that one. Enjoyable fucking thing. Where's the... all right, this person was like, am I supposed to feed into Dyer's delusions? So it goes, but he's clearly a guy. I heard him on MBT's video. Did you see him? Did you ask him? Sounds like you're making a pretty big assumption there, dumb fuck. Oh my God. Of course it's the Bateman PFP. Oh my God, they're still in here arguing with people. They've spent 19 hours arguing with people. Jesus Christ. Awful. Oh, well, here's the thing I was saying. Yeah, these are terrible. Hope your experience gets better. It's sad seeing a game I love has awful people in it. I agree. How many times per match do you have to specify? The fuck? Is this a word? Do you have to specify? No, it's not. No, it is not. Specify, right? Is what they're trying to say. The gender of your opponent, that misgendering someone is even a concern. So, Judge, I activated this and he... well, yeah, I mean, just don't say that. Say my opponent. I'm a 2-time convicted felon, and believe it or not, I will still be attending the next YCS, and there's nothing that Konami can do to stop me. Okay, whoa, 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 whoa. 1, that's fine. 2, last part of that sentence, maybe take that part out. As just a friendly piece of advice here. Second part of that sentence, maybe take that shit out. Maybe I'm also a regional judge. That's funny, but also fine. I appreciate the misgendering rule. Here we go. 21 comments. We're diving in. Why did Farfa make me do this during the morning? Here we go. I'm trans and I deserve not to deal with obnoxious trolls screaming bloody murder about the woke mob because I demand to be treated with basic respect. Correct. Now here we go. Come on. Respect is earned. Joel! It's a classic Joel moment. Respect is earned, K-Kona. Alright, whatever. I guess you just get to be an asshole to everyone until they earn your respect. Why don't you earn this Nibiru, dick? Why don't you earn this Dark Ruler, bitch? I do like that we have moved it to this. Learn to deal with the world instead of living in a bubble. Not everyone will... Oh, never mind. Not everyone will play along with your perception of reality, and you can't force them to. This is the world now. The people who pretend that trans people don't exist, and that trans people can't exist, and that they're delusional, they are living in the bubble. It's over. Trans people are part of society to a degree that can't be decoupled. If you still insist on pretending that they are not, you are living in the bubble, and I will not cap to your delusion. It's not going to happen. If you can't treat others with respect, then you don't deserve it. That's true. You don't even know how respect works, Joel. I highly doubt you know any type at all. Joel. Is believing in gravity a bubble too? Excellent. I recognize this person. Only science isn't a democracy, nor is medicine. All right, I actually don't understand this one. Is he saying because science isn't a democracy, I can basically just believe whatever I want, even if there's no scientific basis? Because if so, that's a real... I'm stealing that. All right, let's keep going. I've never had a problem with referring to someone's pronouns because I generally want to be kind to other people, but I'm not a fan of being forced to do it. First off, I would have believed you if you weren't posting on the fucking Moon Man account. Oh, man. Oh, Moon Man, can't you see? Fucking switch your alt before you show these comments to me. My God. All right, what do we got? Why not? This is just outside of just Yu-Gi-Oh rules. It's literally infringement of your freedom. Yes! It is! As the OG comment said, I don't mind calling someone their preferred pronouns as a form of respect. But when you start forcing it on people, that is a problem. Why? If you can't see that, then good luck with your day, because this convo isn't going to change your mind. Well, at least they're right about that last part. It's not a kindness issue. It's a freedom of speech issue. Ah! Freedom of speech is when I'm allowed to misgender someone. Awesome. Freedom of speech is when I get to say the N-word. What the fuck? That's my freedom of speech. It's just the fact that I don't agree with being compelled to follow someone else's belief system. This doesn't work on the Moon Man account. You can't be like, hey, I'm the rational one here. Yeah? Talk to me about the name. What's the avatar from? You big fan of McDonald's? Come on, it doesn't work. It's a primal reaction. Awesome. Oh my god. Basically 75% of the rules are good. Fucking correct. The point of the rules document is to infringe the behavior you can do. Oh, come on. You can't lie about the game state. Where's the freedom of speech issue there? Oh, man. Why does one's feelings supersede one's perception of reality? Very true. Why are your feelings as an asshole superseding the reality that trans people exist? It's the fucking Bateman profile picture again. I hope this is the same guy and it's not two people doing like 2021 style Bateman Sigma male bits. Because that would be very sad. For the love of God. This is why I hate having this conversation. Because people like you always make it seem like I'm some sort of monster. The Moonman PFP! Change your alt! Jesus Christ! Oh my god. Jeez, it's just on and 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 on on and on and on and on and on. I get others are upset with you, but I appreciate you for keeping it civil. I'll go to whatever Konami-sanctioned events I damn well please. Just because I don't agree with some of their silly rules doesn't mean I can't enjoy the game. Well, if you ain't following them, it does mean that. I'm sorry you feel the way you do. Yeah, I'm sorry too, dog. Farfa, people aren't upset with the misgendering rule because they're afraid that people might be penalized for an accident. They're against this rule because it's an impediment to basic free speech. Wait, what? Personally, if someone really want to call me a guy, I'm a trans girl. I think forcing them to call me a girl isn't going to make them less dangerous to trans people. It's going to prove them right and make me hate them even more. Man, I hate seeing stuff like this. You know, I'm a cis guy, you know, so feel free to, you know, disregard my opinion on this. But this is just such a self-defeating philosophy. I think it is born from a type of self-hatred or something. You cannot take the position that, oh, you just have to let these people be unrepentant assholes, because if you make them correct their behavior, then they're going to hate us even more. You're not going to kind your way out of this one, right? Our society has rules. You know, if you set up a rule that makes you respect people, that's not a big deal. 99% of people are going to be on board with it. Like, you have enough self-worth that you are allowed to compel someone's behavior like this. Just the same way that someone who fucking owns a business gets to compel people to not steal from them. The same way that, like, I don't know, I get to compel people to fucking post Joel, I guess. It's just, let's not anger them. It's just such a shitty philosophy. It just sucks. And it never works. All right, this looks pretty normal. Farfa, trans activist of the burning abyss. Hilarious. Also, gotcha. Thought you were clever there, huh? Example of a situation. If you're told pronouns like Z and them and keep forgetting them, that can be misconstrued as intentional. Just saying. Yeah, it could be if you know, you're a fucking idiot. God. Farfa, but what if they're wrong and it's not intentional? Well, if the judge is wrong, they could be wrong about anything. Why does this one matter all of a sudden? What if this thing I made up happens? Just use a phrase that doesn't use pronouns. Can I see your graveyard? Yeah, here we go. I want you to walk me through a scenario in which you are playing a game of Yu-Gi-Oh with someone and their pronouns come up at all. You can't be expected. It's Joel again! Farfa, I'm going to give you the keys to the kingdom here. I hate to... Listen, obviously, Farfa is a competitor of mine. I view content creation as a zero-sum game. Either I'm winning or everyone else is losing. But I will, on this one small occasion, tell Farfa how to do content online. The entire comments section... The argument is being sustained by 3 people. The Bateman PFP, Joel, Moonman. If you click the little 3 dots by their name, there's a little button if you've uploaded the video that says, hide user from channel. You click that shit and it's done. We're not reading any more of these. Jesus Christ. Click this before I delete it. You got it. Oh, well, you know, thanks for putting this on stream for me. Seen some people talking about me in the comment section of the new Farfa video. Look at this funny, completely unrelated video. Bo Burnham is such a good artist. Dyer, I don't know what you want me to say about this on stream. All right, let's read this one because this is the last one I'll read before I move on. Simply wear a dress and makeup to the YCS and call for judge whenever they use any gendered term and claim to identify as the opposite? I'm gender fluid. I change my pronoun every 5 seconds. And you just go, all right. Can I see your graveyard? Also, okay, this is the other thing. If you do this and I'm a judge, I'll just be honest with you. If I come over and I see you're pulling some stupid fucking stunt like this to, I don't know, go viral in the replies of an Andrew Tate tweet, right? If I see you doing this, I'm going to go, yeah, what you're doing right now is harassment. Get the fuck out. And I think any judge would do that. Like, come on. Won't you get penalized for sharking? We've already even figured out the mechanism by which you can be removed for this. That's the thing. The gender rule and the rule sharking rule are fundamentally incompatible. The 2 genders. Gender, rule shark. Only one can be enforced at a time. Oh, yeah? Oh, yeah? You think so? Do you think so, actually? I think actually not. I think probably not. Is this what the plus shark was? Yeah. How are they incompatible? Is rule sharking also incompatible with reporting someone for general harassment? If I walk up to you and I say a homophobic slur and you call a judge, is that incompatible with the rule sharking violation? No. You fucking dingbat. Yeah, simply lie. Yeah. God. I can't believe I have to show common decency now. The problem with the misgendering rule is only the person doing it knows their intentions. Come on. Yu-Gi-Oh's entire judge system is intent-based. Yu-Gi-Oh's entire judge system is intent-based. You think judges don't know how to determine intent? You're not slick! Oh, my God. Okay. Well, thank you for giving me that, Farfa. I really needed an aneurysm at fucking 11 in the morning. All right, let's see what else we got. Let's watch the fucking I need a fucking palate cleanser. Give me the Curry Bandits.
Releases on
Oh, okay.
March 10th. This set imports the remaining cards. Anyway, this set imports the remaining cards from the History
All right, I will cop to this. I've already watched the entire thing.
Archive collection, as well as introducing some world premieres and highly anticipated reprints. Woo! The Ash Dragon is real! Here's everything you need to know. Axel
Ass!
Synchro Stardust
Ass! But Ass died 5 years ago.
Dragon is
Oh, shit. Sarika Volsing, thank you for the 5 gifties. If you didn't get one, dodge in chat. Simple as that.
level 8 synchro that reborns a level 2 or lower tuner on summon and contribute itself as a quick effect to summon Stardust Dragon from extra deck. Then synchro summon a monster that becomes unaffected by your opponent's activated effects for the turn. This card has a lot of strong applications, giving you easy access to a level 10 synchro like Baron or Changying, but also given its status as a quick effect, it gives you an easy route to make one of my favorite cards of all time, Satellite Warrior, on your opponent's turn, which will already have 2 synchros in graveyard to pop 2 and gain 2000 attack. Furthermore, because it was summoned with Ash Dragon, it becomes unaffected, meaning that after being interrupted, your opponent now has to find an out to a 4500 towers. And if your opponent does out it, it'll just float back into both your dragons. Aside from that, it's worth noting that Ash Dragon doesn't require that you use the Stardust as part of the synchro summon, so if you have something else on board, you could very easily make something like Herald of the Arclight and just keep the Stardust on board for protection.
Is this card good?
One of the best homes for this card with no bias whatsoever is Melfi. If you didn't already know, one of the first videos on my channel that took off was a Melfi combo video in which I discovered that Wally was a 1-card Kalantosa pop plus Desert Locust hand rip plus Satellite Warrior with 3 pops. There's also Sprite, which can use something like Hoppy or Squadron to make synchro plays on the opponent's turn while it's not 2-lock. One fun thing you can do is summon Excel during your opponent's turn and use its effect to reborn Diviner, which can mill Natis for a pop, but will still be level 2 until resolution, so by chaining Excel you can still make Baron. It's a shame it took so long for this card to come stateside, since most other decks that could have used it would have liked to use Hulk to combo into it, but there's still plenty of good homes for this beautiful creature. On Your Mark, Get Set, Duel is a continuous spell that searches a synchron if you activate it on an empty field, gets a signal counter during your standby phase, and can remove 2 signal counters from your field to draw 2
This is not a
and
real
discard
card.
1. More
But
consistency
Synchron
for the
Searcher,
fan
that's
favorite
something.
Synchron deck is always nice. Between this card and Ash Dragon, Speed or Turbo decks have a lot more options with which to build their epic YouTube board. No one tell them what card everyone is playing to negate Book of Eclipse right now. The third effect isn't very strong right now as signal counters are slow to accumulate, but with some upcoming support this might actually be a useful draw tool. They turned Gate Guardian into XYZ. Unclear as to why at this time, but we've got our top men on the case. Labyrinth, no not that one. Heavy Tank can be normal summon without tributing, mostly defeating the point of it being a level 7 at all, and can place a Gate Guardian piece from hand, deck, or banished in your spell trap zones, then pop an opponent's monster if you control a Labyrinth Wall card. Shadow Ghoul of the Labyrinth can discard itself to search a Labyrinth Wall card, and can pop an opponent's monster during the damage step. Labyrinth Wall Shadow gives low-level monsters fucking summoning sickness, hell yeah brother, and can place a Gate Guardian piece in the spell trap zones. Double Attack Thunder and Wind pops a card on the field if you control a Gate Guardian monster, and I'm just gonna...
Okay, listen. What the fuck is Kazajan doing here? Right?
Shortcut here, all the rest of the back row has this effect. Can banish itself from grave to add a Gate Guardian piece from deck or banished. Riryoku Guardian sucks half your opponent's life points onto your Gate Guardian. God, what a weirdo. And Prey of the Jiraiya
that
Gilmore
card
is a trap
is
monster that
strange.
summons to the monster zone directly above it, then pops a monster in that column. All the little Gate Guardians can be summoned by banishing their pieces from field,
Okay, yes.
and when your opponent removes them, they float back into one of the pieces. Thunder and Wind can search a spell trap that mentions the pieces once per turn. Wind and Water is a spell trap negate twice per turn, and Water and Thunder brings an opponent's monster down to 0 attack twice per turn. Gate Guardian combined can banish the pieces from hand, field, or graveyard, and thrice per turn can negate an effect that targets. I really thought we were done making this type of effect. It really does not fucking do anything. Have you read Mirror J, Doug? I mean, even with the more generous summoning condition, what's the harm in giving Gate Guardian a thrice per turn Omni? Why you gotta be a dick about it, huh?
Okay, I'm gonna be honest with you. I think that actually I was a little too harsh when I first read Gate Guardian combined. I think that Gate Guardian is actually not terrible. And giving Gate Guardian combined a thrice per turn Omni would be crazy.
Oh, Drexel will be so broken. And let Gate Guardian be broken. It would
Okay, well, never mind. I just got owned.
amuse me. Well, anyway, let's get cooking. Thunder and Wind can search a quick play pop, and Wind and Water is a double spell trap negate, so I guess we're building around those. Easiest ways to get your pieces on board are Tank and Shadow. Tank is hard once per turn, but Shadow isn't, so you can load up on as many field spell searches as possible to get up to 4 pieces into rotation in a turn. Just enough to make both of the decent fusions. Not to say that's consistent, like... at all, but you gotta do what you gotta do. Fusion Deployment can summon any of them, that's a good staple. If you draw pieces, Cash Tira Birth can let you normal summon them. Quite a Nombo with Heavy Tank that can just do that anyway. Branded Fusion could mill any of the pieces for Albion or Titaniclad, but the graveyard is actually the worst place for them to go, since nothing puts them from the graveyard onto the field. So the best you could do from there is make combined. Where do you guys think the dividing line between cooking and coping is? I'm pretty sure somewhere right before I said Cash Tira. Maybe with one more wave of support this...
Okay, fuck you. This deck's crazy.
I'm pretty sure somewhere right before I said Cash...
Come on, that deck was extremely epic.
Tira. Maybe with one more wave of support, this deck could be playable. Maybe with one more wave of support, this deck could be playable. Maybe with one more wave of support, this deck could be playable. Wake Up Your Elemental Hero is a fusion of an E-Hero fusion and any warrior that something attack, something battle phase. Oh, here we go. Summons any warrior from deck when it's destroyed. This kind of reads like they forgot to say buy an opponent's card, but you know, I'm not complaining. This goes hard. Summoning this card isn't very difficult since Sunriser sets it up on its own, searching Miracle Fusion so you can link it off and then fuse it with one of its own materials to make Wake Up. To pop it, there's of course...
Doug is wondering if 2 pounds of hair is a lot. Huh?
Retired Law Enforcement Officer, Destroyer Phoenix Enforcer. By popping them both, you can use Wake Up and Chain DP's Resurrection effect to block Ash, and as a payoff, you get Shadow Mist, meaning there's finally a truly consistent line to Dark Law. Also, because DP and Mask Change are quick, you can even do this interaction in end phase.
So this is the portion that I missed, actually. I was a little concerned. I was like, well... the deck always lost to Nibiru, but the play around Nibiru is just like to keep DPE live, and then if they Nibiru, you eat a couple of things, and then you continue to, like, you're fine. But, no, you can go search Shadow Mist, then proceed to end step, then Mask Change into Dark Law. You miss a hero search, which is nothing in this deck, but you play around Nib.
Meaning you can threaten End of Main to force Nibiru, then Chain Enforcer to pop itself and Wake Up, meaning you still have an end board of Dark Law DPE. It still usually takes more than 5 summons to make Wake Up plus DPE, but then your opponent has to know that holding Nib for End of Main is no longer correct against Hero, and if people just knew things like that so easily, I wouldn't have really needed to make this show, now would I? This creepy little punk, really? You can name a card that?
You can even do the Shadow Mist search in end phase? No, you can't. What? You're using the Shadow Mist to search the Mask Change.
Huh. I guess there's hope for my custom card, that ugly little weirdo in the corner over there, after all. This creepy little punk
it's
is
one
treated as an
effect of
Infernity
Shadow Mist
card
per
and can
turn,
summon
not
an
each effect
Infernity
once
from
per
hand,
turn.
graveyard, or banished. Very simple effect that gives the last few Infernity players gasping for air a little bit more ability to loop their Archfiend and keep extending. Angel of Blue Tears negates a monster effect, then burns the opposing player, and if burn damage is inflicted while it's in the graveyard, you can banish it
I don't
to set
understand
any
this card at
normal
all.
trap from deck. No, we're not doing it again. That was one time only. Soul of the Supreme King pays half your life to summon Zar,
Okay,
and
second question. Is this card good? This card seems fine.
if your opponent activates a spell, it can banish itself and Zark to summon a Pendulum Dragon, Xyz Dragon, Synchro Dragon, and Fusion Dragon from anywhere. Believe it or not, the easiest to pick a target for is Pendulum Dragon because the gap between the degrees of nothing these cards do is a lot wider. Brave Eyes is a skill drain for monsters with 0 attack.
It goes mid as
Variety
hell.
Sweet, ladies and gentlemen. Synchro Dragon has the issue of having too many good choices. Crystal Wing is a
I
monster
feel like
negate,
Crystal
while
Wing is
Crystal
always
Clear Wing is
the
a
best
spell
one.
trap negate and unaffected by monsters. OG Clear Wing isn't terrible against Cash Tira since it can negate Unicorn and negate a Rise Heart when it tries to banish your stuff. You'll have to read your opponent pretty well to know what to go into here. The Fusion Dragons are both board nukes when they're destroyed, but Greedy wipes your own board too, with the only trade-off being that he can come back, which he actually can't. There is not a single good Xyz Dragon target. Grab your overlay regens. Little unorthodox, but for an example of where this card has seen success, we turn to Master Duel. Dynamorphia doesn't mind paying just one more half in exchange for a 4K Fusion to hide behind, and the ability to tag into some smaller bosses, some of which even do things. Ah, man. That's it, isn't it? How am I supposed to put mid-rolls on that? Alright, it's time for the return of the...
Okay, first off, maybe you could talk about Abyss Actors, because you forgot about them last time, asshole.
Bad card roundup!
Omega Blue, thank you for the 5. What made you stick with Yu-Gi-Oh! And drop Magic the Gathering? I was poor. And during the time when I was doing content creation, Yu-Gi-Oh! Was in a historically good place. That's like the 2016 NAWCQ, and Magic was in a historically bad place. That's like the 9 bans during Kaladesh. And I guess what's Rise of Eldrazi.
Legend.
Evolution Endburst searches Overload Fusion, but if we refer to the song, Overload Fusion is already searchable, you dingus. Useless. Red Eye's Soul has a once per duel burn effect. Red Eyes, you doing okay? Troll Despair. BLS Legendary Swordsman can give up your draw phase to search a ritual spell. What draw phase, you sons of bitches? It's 2023. What do you want me to do? Go second? Up yours. This thing has 3 battle phase effects. Grow up. Utopia Rising summons a number from graveyard.
Listen to that
This thing
plosive.
has 3 battle phase effects. Grow up. Utopia Rising summons a number from graveyard on summon. I can't make UDF with that. Go to Rogue's format. Duel Academy can probably do Primal Seed loops.
Oh boy.
Volcanic Support. There's a lot more cards that don't really do anything, but not really any more that are bad in a funny way. They're just normal bad. Onto the reprints, or as I like to call them, an ode to my poor financial decisions. Baron de Fleur finally being reprinted is nice, especially with Ash Dragon, making it more accessible for a lot of decks. Guardian Chimera is nice for anyone looking to pick up Branded now that it's coming back into the meta. Wind Up Kitten is a little late since it no longer can be looped with Elf. Nimble Angler is $4 for some reason. Great to see they're doing something about that. Rika might finally be affordable. That's cool and all. Avermax and Spellbook of Fate may finally drop below $10. Photon Orbital. I'm receiving reports that was ridiculously expensive for some reason.
No
and of course,
idea about that.
there is technically one last new card. Ancient Fairy Dragon is back with a brand.
I was literally pacing around my room talking about AFD for about an hour yesterday.
And new errata that does not fucking matter. Both effects are now hard once per turn, and the field spell search can no longer grab a field spell with the same name as the one you destroyed. So you can't loop the same field spell, but you can carry on the legacy of ye old field spell pile and swap between engines on a dime by trading out field spells. With the Strudo back, it's easy to use Ravine as a bootleg terraforming in whatever deck. Having to use your normal to sync with the Strudo isn't even that big of a deal, given that AFD summons from hand anyway. If you're playing Adventure, you can use Enchantress's secret third effect to grab a field spell that does literally nothing just to have something to trade out for your main engine. I admire Konami wanting to have all 6 Signer Dragons legal again in time for the Signer Dragon support in Duelist Nexus, but I do not expect AFD to stick around for very long. It'll be fun to see what bullshit we cook up while she's here though. Weird set. Not a lot of important new cards, kind of random unfocused reprints. What's the theme here even? Yu-Gi-Oh cards? Mid is the wrong word because I think people just use that to mean bad these days. This set just feels uninspired. I think it's good that some expensive cards won't be so expensive anymore, and some cards we've been missing for a while will finally be making their way over here. But as a set, I feel like I won't remember it existed in like 6 months tops. Oh, the irony of calling a forgettable set Maze of Memories.
Subscribe to the Curry Bandits. Okay, so I want to talk pretty explicitly about Ancient Fairy Dragon, right? So I think that Ancient Fairy Dragon has a lot of utility both in Master Duel and in TCG, and I'm going to be trying it both places. So for those of you that are unfamiliar, I'll just pull up Ancient Fairy Dragon right here. Ancient Fairy Dragon was always okay. It lets you once per turn during your main phase special summon a level 4 or lower monster from your hand, and you can conduct your battle phase the turn you activate that effect. And then during the main phase, destroy as many cards in the field zones as possible, gain 1,000 life points, then add a field spell from your deck to your hand. Now, this was broken as all fuck. That's a soft once per turn on both effects, and as a result, it featured in a number of FTKs for a very short period of time, and they banned it. This is a huge loss because it was the cornerstone of an extremely short-lived deck right before Zodiac format called Field Spell Control. Now, this deck only ever topped a couple of times because it was only really discovered for a couple of weeks, but the short of it is Field Spell design has changed so drastically that basically field spells read add a card from your deck to your hand. So what they would do is pivot between 3 field spells, one of which was Dragon Ravine, which could send a Destrudo, which makes Ancient Fairy Dragon on its own. And the other 2 would just plus you. So frequently you would use like Dragon's Ravine, Union Hanger was really big, Magical Meltdown was kind of big, Hidden City was being experimented with. There were a ton of variations of this deck, and builds were far from solved. Then it was banned, right? But the errata is so perfect because it does not allow for the FTK to be performed anymore, but it does still enable that style of gameplay. They made it a hard once, and I think they said you can't get the same field spell that you popped, which was like a problem for like chicken game loops, right? That's all fine. And the quality of field spells since then has just fucking skyrocketed. I mean, field spells now just do everything. So in the MCS, Emperor Stove bubbled playing a deck that would use AFD, Chicken Game, Dragon's Ravine, Union Hanger, and Therion's Disc Coliseum. Crazy strong. But Ancient Fairy Dragon is also a 7 that can pivot between multiple Kashtira field spells. But you don't even need to pivot between the Kashtira field spells, right? Because let's say you make Ancient Fairy Dragon, you pivot into a Prime Planet Wraithsoth, you use the Wraithsoth to get a Fenrir, you just have a Fenrir, and then you go like activate Union Hanger. ABC, really strong card. Even in this day and age, it's an unbelievable advantage engine. Back it up with just a little defense, and I think a lot can happen. I'm going to be tinkering with this for the coming weeks, but I think there are a ton of archetypes I want to try this out with. All the Vsauce archetypes, I think Scareclaw is fantastic. Tearlament is fantastic. Getting Pellerino. Kashtira, of course, is fantastic. Want to try Therion. Disco is still an incredibly good card to access as a negate super early. Union Hanger, classically good. I want to try Guru again, but I think it's a little too far. I'm excited. Spiral. Yes, Spiral is... The Spiral field is legal. There's so much that this can do. Dragonlink. Dragonlink is a perfect home for this deck. Boot Sector launch, activate the effect. All right, cool. Pop it. Like, now we'll get the second half of our deck. Pank is a 7 and World Dino Wrestling is a field spell. Well, don't you have to have less monsters than your opponent to activate the graveyard effect of World Dino Wrestling? I'm super excited. I think that and, you know, that's all of this to say, and it gives you an extra normal. Very excited. Pop Lost World, add diagram. There's so much. I'm so excited. I'm going to be making a video about this, I think, later this week. That's what I'm going to hand off to Vlad. All right, let's get dug in here. What's good, gamer?
Hey, were you reacting to some comments I heard?
Yeah, we were reacting to AFD. Super excited to do new stuff with AFD.
Oh, yeah.
And we were reacting to Konami policy document. Super excited that everyone's mad about this, apparently.
Man, I've only seen positive things, but I think it's just like in the circles.
No, I think
I
largely...
I haven't seen too much. I have to go searching for people talking about people saying negative things about it.
I think that largely people are pretty much entirely positive about it. But, you know, there's this portion, I just learned this the other day, under the YouTube video where, like, people can write stuff. And down
there, they're not taken so kindly.
they're a little less excited about it, I will say.
Yeah. Oh my gosh. Okay. Here we go.
Let me open up Master Duel.
Yeah, that's a good idea.
How's your week been?
It's going pretty good. Yes, we got some Saga episodes that you'll see.
Finally.
And then, yeah, you know, I thought people really liked the last roulette episode. I'm hoping for another banger today.
I think
so
it came out.
Of fun.
I think it came out really well, despite the fact that it was like I bricked twice.
Well, luckily the first game lasted long enough. No, I mean I went to 3. It was a really fun first 2 games with like a really bad third game. But I think that
I think it was fine.
Happens.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh.
Happens. Okay.
Oh, new selection pack. Strong
Today?
Will.
Oh, yeah. With the Ishizu cards. I know how much you love those.
The G
preemptive
Golems.
hits. Oh, okay. And the G Golems, are they going to put the one in there that's like required for all of them to work? Did that
They
get
did.
leaked?
Master Duel meta just forgot it.
Okay, yeah.
We're
That
fine.
makes
We're
more
chilling.
sense. I mean, it wouldn't be the first. Well, I don't know if it'd be the first time for Master Duel, but it'd be like kind of how we had like the Salamangreat rank 4. Or no, we didn't have the Salamangreat rank 4.
We
had
use
the
it.
Zebroid, yeah. Oh my gosh.
Okay, all right.
What a time to be alive.
Man, we are making progress here.
Yeah. Well, no, we're getting there.
All right. Ready
Okay. Welcome back to another episode of Master Roulette. Here we go. I won the last episode against Dark Magician, so I actually get the choice of which secret pack we're going into. First spin is... Wait, didn't... Is this not the alien pack? Is this the Gradle pack? Oh my gosh, if this is the Gradle worm
please,
pack,
no.
I'm taking it.
No, please. It is the Gradle worm pack.
Yeah, I'm taking it. All right, next spin. Oh my god, Gradles, unlimited power.
This is about
you
to be a
missed
disastrous
the Saga
episode.
episodes where I had the Gradles, but that was my favorite archetype of all time.
Oh, I mean, it ruined Chaos Draft for like 4 weeks.
Yeah.
Because, I mean, they're just unbelievable.
They're too powerful. Oh my gosh, and the worms are pretty good. Okay, respin for you. First spin for you, not a respin.
Immortal Royalty.
That's why you're
This is a
a
hard
legend.
one. I feel like I have to get something with a pretty high ceiling. Oh,
What is this?
I win. This is the Lich one. Oh,
Okay,
but
that's what I thought
Maybe
it
I don't
might
win
be.
because the Lich is a freaking UR. Okay, it's
Knowing your luck though,
vampire
I feel you'll lose bullet.
one. Do I feel confident that I can vampire you out of the game? Okay, I'm going to tell you right now. I'm going to do it because I don't have any copies of the Alt-Art Eldritch.
Oh, you're gonna go into that pack?
Yeah,
Yeah,
so
I
we need
actually
to- we need
pulled
to
that,
pull
but
it.
not the unicorn one. Good luck. Good luck
Yeah.
on pulling that altar art because it's
All right.
it's cool. I know you're a big fan of it.
I'm a big
Good
fan.
luck in the
I'm not going to
packs.
say it because, we're in the first couple of minutes and I don't want to get demonetized, but you all know how I feel about this card.
Yeah, we'll find out in 10 seconds here.
Bye-bye. Did they refill the, No, they didn't. I need 300. All right, $5. You got it. Let me turn the music back on. All right, what are we crafting here? Oh god, there's no good supers to craft. Did they unlimit Cursed Outland? They did. Perfect one to craft. All right. So here's we call him the gay Eldritch. Cuz he's okay, listen. Obviously all the zombies and all the Eldritches and vampires and stuff, they're obviously all very queer coded. But in a way that appeals to me specifically. Look at the pack. Oh, daddy. Kick things off with a UR. Oh my god. I mean, that's pretty good, of course. That's, like, really strong. But, of course, we need the Eldritch. Half the URs are just Eldritch, There's alt art, there's normal art. And I'm feeling okay about this one anyway. The vampires are a pretty competent archetype in their own right. They steal stuff, Doug stealing stuff. Notably, I think that... Ooh, Memory Loss. That's a great one to pick up. Oh, these are all great, too. I think that the thing that Doug may not be considering is that while the Gradles are, like, game determinatively strong, only Impact is a common. Impact's a great card. Phoenix Wing Wind Blast is going to come in very handy. But all of the individual Gradles are 6 stars or supers or higher. So, there's a non-zero chance that he just doesn't pull any. And even if he does, he's only going to pull 1 or 2. That's a nice Mally, though. Cobra's a common? Wait, is it? Cobra's the trap one? Alright, well, never mind. I guess I'm just freaking lying. Fableds. Alright, I mean, we're just getting all the trap monsters here. The trap monsters are actually nice, even if we don't pull Eldritch. Just, like, guys that body block. The Forbidden one. Okay, another shot at Mr. Man. And again, if we pull Eldritch, I mean, we just win. We get to loop him for the entire game, but we gotta pull him. Okay, it's not outside the pack. That's nice. That's a great card. I mean, that's a really fantastic pickup. Not quite my tempo, but theoretically we can make it with 2 copies of Conquistador, so it's fine. Not what I wanted. Not a good card. Snore. Alright, no Eldritch in this first one. That's okay. We can work on it. Alright. Can you stop? Whoa. Fraulein is crazy strong. That's actually a really good last card to pick up. I mean, it's good. It's not. I'm not gonna cap. It's really good. But of course, Eldritch would make it great. Eldritch would make it great. We're gonna do a new Gamba today. Will we pull Eldritch? All right, here we go. Whoa. That's promising. Just need one of these to be a little more closeted than you would expect. Ooh, that's nice. Okay, out of the pack. Watt Train, thank God. Sucker. Sucker's a great pickup. Okay, thank God it's not in the first pack. Second Fraulein, really crazy. Third Fraulein, even crazier. Wow. Okay, we'll take another domination. We are pulling a lot of hollows here. Okay. Just need the Lord. Just need the Lord. Come on. I'm messing gelato. What the fuck is this? Huh? This one came out. Okay. Say it with me, chat. Daddy? Oh, we got mommy. All right, now we just need daddy. Here we go. Okay. All right, no problem. No problem. No problem. No problem. We got some more chances. We got some more chances. Okay. No, I don't want that card. I do not want that. We've opened an insane amount of hollows this back half. All right, Snore. Yeah, nothing in here. Okay. Last chance. We're going to end on a hollow. We just need it to be daddy. We just need it to be daddy. Daddy, please. Boy. Okay, not having any Golden Lord is disastrous, to be sure. But we have a lot of really good vampires. I think we could make this happen. I think you only pulled one familiar. No, I don't think so. Okay. New prediction up. Alright, let's see what we got in here. Some number of her. This guy sucks. Some number of her. This card's crazy. That guy kind of sucks, I think. Card's insane. Card's insane. Card's insane. Card's insane. Card's okay. Insane, insane. Card's terrible. This card's great. This card's great. This card's useless. We're gonna have to play this in Unlim because of the way Conks worked out. I think there's nothing else. Genesis? No, this card's terrible. Scarlet Scourge is great. I might even play Lord. I think it's unlikely, but... Alright. I'm gonna be honest, this looks crazy. This looks like really good. The concept is we could use the Eldritch traps as tribute fodder. Like our opponent, like Doug's deck isn't gonna have really any sort of offensive pressure. So we can just kind of sit back, end step, fire off a continuous trap, then like tribute it. Read chat. What? You pulled 10. 10 more? Huh? Why do we pull 10 more? Why are we opening 30 today? What? He pulled 10 extra packs. We're not pulling 10 extra packs. No, we're going to win with this. All right. What do we got? Craft a Lich. Okay, if Doug is cheating and we craft a Lich, we literally can't lose. But, okay. Oh, I Wish I Was Dead has the sauce. We really only pulled one familiar. Are you kidding me? I'm looking. I'm looking. There's no way. Hello?
Hey, what's up?
My chat seems to think that you may have done something a little unethical.
No, I didn't switch secret packs again.
That's not what they're claiming.
Oh, what are they claiming, officer?
They're claiming that you maybe pulled some additional packs.
Well, no. I think they're thinking of like, because I did like 2 sets of 10. Who snitched? Can you tell me?
No, listen. I
I'm not gonna lie to you. I think I need to pull 40.
Okay,
to
I
have
understand.
a chance.
I feel like that's fine.
Okay.
If you let me play Lich. Just one little Lich.
Chat, what do you think about that? So
The
I'll
answer to
tell you
this
this.
is no.
There is a common I'm missing that I only have one after 30 packs. So I really think I need the more 10 packs. Everyone is saying deal. Do you guys understand how bad it is if he has Eldritch? But maybe I just lose to the vampire cards anyway.
Steal the Eldritch.
Okay, I offer. I'll give you the Eldritch for my 10 packs plus 3 copies of Gradle Cobra because they're only in the Legacy pack.
Whoa.
One copy of Gradle Cobra. One
deal.
copy of Gradle Cobra.
No
One copy
deal.
of Gradle Cobra.
No deal whatsoever.
All right, I'll do 10 packs for Lich.
Okay.
Okay. I'll open 10 more packs and you get your Lich. Yeah.
We can't beat Cobra. Our whole deck is trap cards. Easy. Well, now the game's over. Another 10 for alt art. Can we change our bet? There's a Lich now? No. Okay. Okay, where were we? We were looking at familiar. We have one retainer. We really pulled a single familiar. That's insane. Wow. Okay, whatever. No big deal. 3 of this guy. Doesn't want me to play Vampire Hunter? That's fine. This card's fucking hot ass. Probably not Lord either. I love Shadow Vampire. I love Duke. I think we only pulled 2 Duke. We only pulled 2 of. Only pulled 2 of. Only pulled, what is this? 3 of. One Vampire Vamp? I think we can even not play Vampire Vamp. You don't want me to play Desire? Desire seems crazy. I think it's mid. Let me see how many Desire we have. I think we actually don't have very many. No, we have 3. Not 3, I'd say. Okay. Well, I love Kingdom. I feel like Kingdom's insane. Where are we on Kingdoms? 1 Kingdom. 2 Kingdom. Okay, well that's why we're playing 2 Kingdom. What Domain? No shot. You are fucking with me. There's no way this is the case. We pulled a Domain. Oh my god. That's fine. It's not fine at all. Domination. Domination seems insane. Golden Land Forever seems insane. I think we only got 2 walk. Well, I think we actually cut white. No, we should play at least 1 white. Cut a Golden Land Forever? Okay, that's fair. You know what, actually, we could cut both Golden Land Forever. The reason we're playing white is because we want to be able to cycle for another card. So we gotta get... Okay, we can cut a copy of Grace. Man, I really like every other card, though. Vamp sucks. I think you're right. Cut a Desire. Three Red Baron? We're on 3 Red Baron. I wish I was dead says play 0 Red Baron. Sure. Let's cut the Dukes. I get it. Put in the 3rd Desire. I'm gonna go 2 Desire. I think Desire's only okay. The fuck is he playing that I'm not? Oh, the Dukes. This looks pretty good. I would like to play one of the fusion spell, though. Dolan. We'll cut a Guardian, maybe. This looks great. Let me turn down the lights real quick. This looks good. Folks, this has been the greatest trade deal in the history of trade deals. Doug's opening 20 more packs of the worst set ever conceived so he can get extra copies of Worm Zero. And we are sitting on Eldritch the Golden Lord in our already constructed quality vampire deck. The only scenario I can see Doug winning is where he's allowed to steal my monsters because my deck is so much better than his. Oh, Odd Eye's Advanced Dragon I pulled. I don't want to play this. Wow. Actually, maybe I do. This card's insane. What kind of Scarlet Scourge? Scarlet Scourge isn't great because we don't have the 6. We don't have Sheridan. We only have Crimson Knight Vampire Brand. Just don't draw it? No, I want to draw it. Do we have Gay Eldritch sleeves? Mod check VOD. VOD should be up. Yeah, I kept the VOD offline from yesterday for Progressi's insurance, but then he got it anyway, so whatever.
That's why you're a legend.
That's why you're a legend. All right, I'm ready for Doug. Can you please let Doug know I'm ready? Mr. Zeev! I will say I think this is the worst trade deal in the history of trade deals, as I don't think you can search Lich. Oh, don't you? I have 2 of the continuous spell. Doug's saying his deck is too good and you can add a second Lich. Oh, is he? All right, well.
That's why you're a legend.
Mr. Leech. Yeah, so Doug was so excited to get the worm pack. Let me just show you what's in the worm pack, all right? This is what he was excited about. Ready? Look at the normals. There is not one playable card here. So there is one playable card. It's Gradle Impact and Worm Carteros, right? But where are the Gradles?
The Blue Eyes White Dragon in
Hoff
attack
274,
mode.
thank you for the 5
Now
gifties.
I
If you didn't
take
get one,
all
dodge
your
and chat,
life
simple as that.
points.
The Gradles are all up here. These are the only playable Gradle. You can add them. Well, at rare, you've got Zex and Yagan, which is like, that's good, but not enough to win the game on its own. Then at super, you've got Worm Solid. King of the Fairlimps is good if you get Zex and Yagan, but you got to pull it. It's a super. And then at Ultra, you have Nebula Meteorite and Gradle Dragon and shit. But there's only 2 Gradles! I'm telling you, this is not... It's not going to be good for Doug. He's literally going to have to pull like 100 packs. He might have it at 40 packs. 40 packs. Papo. Nibiru is worm support. Exactly. Is he done yet? He has like 400 cards. He's opening 30 more. I guess we could do the Twitter thread. Start the Twitter thread. Doug 100% pulled nib, and what's he gonna do? Doug is gonna kiss you really hard. Please make VOD public before you Twitter thread. The VOD is literally public right now. Alright, yeah, fine. We'll see if we can do that. I feel like this happens to me once every couple of days. Like, some weird thing on Twitter on Twitch changes. Why do you not strike Progressi? I don't have a problem with Progressi. I just want, for Progression Series specifically, Vlad to get the money off it. All right, here we'll do a little trolling. Sebto's talking about the Yasin hamburger thing, making transphobic jokes as an American. Okay, imagine a hamburger, but I crack myself up. Classic MBT banger. Imagine a hamburger, but I want to have sex with it. I sent this to Danny the other day. He said it was stupid. You be the judge.
Ever since Burger King dropped that dumbass...
Oh, okay. Actually, hold up. We have to get the, we got to get the lore.
The brand new burger you can fuck. This burger is better than sex. You can fuck this burger. Only at Burger King you can stick your dick in this burger. Your balls will explode, guaranteed. You can come inside, outside, and all over the new Burger King burgers. This burger will make your skin soft and your asshole tight. Our estrogenizing burgers will give you tits the size of basketballs, and that's no cap. Have it your way at Burger King, where your stupid asshole gets fucked 6 ways from Sunday.
Maybe AI is good, but now Arby's has responded.
Ever since Burger King dropped that dumbass commercial about having a burger you could fuck, we've been hard at work here at Arby's headquarters, and we developed a burger that you can fuck and eat. Take that, burger queer. I shoved your burger in my ass, and I liked it, bitch. In fact, I already fucked the burger we show in this commercial, and I came hard in that nigga. Yeah, that ain't Arby's sauce, buddy.
Arby's, we have the meat.
I forgot it said the N-word. I apologize. My bad. I didn't think that he would use the N-word to refer to a burger. Does the AI have the pass? That's a good question. Whoa. Okay. So the AI is trained on the Arby's we have the meats guy. We already talked about this. Oh yeah, we had the AI rapper. Let's see if we can Oh, this is the audio.
Yo, bro.
Why do we not have the video? Oh, this is so good. I listen to this maybe once a week.
Who said the robot can't say nigga? Who gave the AI the pass? I know the robot not black. I can tell by the way that he dance. I wonder if the AI say nigga around his friend. We cannot let robots say nigga in any form. We let robots say nigga. That's how robotic racism's born. Siri does not say nigga. Alexa does not say nigga. Why the hell does F in Mecca say nigga? That robot is not a Negro. He's made of ones and zeros. He look like a hype beast Marvel superhero. He look Chinese or Latino, a nightmare made by Nego. Think he dressed up like Amigo, look like a limited edition bag of Doritos. That's one untasteful robot. I think he's one racist robot. I think he should go make some K-pop. How do I rob a robot? How did they program him to say that? Or did he decide to say that? No AI should say that. Robots might bring slaves back. Who made the robot racist? Who said that he could say it? Look like a Fortnite skin but basic. Look like he's subway surfing daily.
Okay, I will say, look like he's subway surfing daily constantly. It's so fucking funny as it is. Oh my god. Ugh.
What were you just watching there?
Okay, so they made an AI rapper, right?
Yeah.
But he says the N-word in his songs. Is he allowed to do that?
I thought you were watching a Burger King thing.
Oh, that was earlier. We've been doing a lot here today.
I don't know. I don't know if it's for me to say. So I'll invite you here.
We were listening to a diss track about a guy trying to figure out if he can say it. All right, here we go. This one's not going to be good. I'm going to let you know right now. This one.
My deck honestly looks like it was built with 10 packs of Master Pack. So
you
yeah,
were
we'll
so
see how
excited.
it goes.
You were so
I
excited
know.
for this pack.
That
You
was
said.
before I knew that you had
Oh,
Eldritch.
I can't wait.
That was before I knew
can't.
that you had Eldritch. That was before I knew that you had Eldritch.
Well, I'm not really playing much Eldritch. I don't know if you know this. The vampire stuff is really low rarity.
Yeah, no, I do know it. I do know it. No, it's rough. I think that this pack could have beat. I think it is going to beat this pack. I got.
Yeah, of course, yeah, obviously. Jeez, I kind of want to go first. I mean, no, I'll go second. I will take the extra.
Okay.
I feel like
you're gonna let me set up.
I mean, if I get the hand effect of Eldritch, I feel like you just fucking die into the sun, right? You just go.
Yeah, probably.
Okay.
All right, let's go.
Oh, we did need the extra card. I'll say that.
Let's go set. No lightning storm here.
No lightning storm. No
go
lightning
ahead.
storm. Perfect. All right. Well, I told you, chat. We needed the extra card.
You didn't just simply draw Eldritch as your 6th card, did you?
No. We're just gonna do this.
Okay.
You're good.
Okay. Oh my gosh. Your opponent's stuck to the graveyard. Target one. Yep. Back to you, my friend. Back to you.
Cool. Looking good. Looking good.
Yeah.
The problem is that your deck is maybe just a little too epic. All right.
Hey, I put more cards on the board on turn 1 than you did, so I think that goes for something.
All right. Wakero of the Golden Land.
Yeah. So I am going to guess that your hand is all tribute summons. So I am actually going to flip World Legacy Pawns.
What?
Use the effect now.
You got this out of the
Flip-
pack?
Yeah. Well, I open a lot of packs. And I'm going to flip this face up and bounce this Hakero back to your hand. Did it work? Yes! Okay. So, wait, I think I can actually... Target one face down monster. Oh, pawns can't flip it back.
Yeah, you need a crawler.
Okay. Okay, that's fine.
Legend.
So I'll just go. Oh my gosh. Yeah, I think I get some damage in there, or at least force you to flip the Hakero.
I think I'm cool with this.
Yeah. Okay. Let's go main 2 and pass to you.
All right.
Yeah. That's fine. At least I bought myself a turn, which I used very well to hit you for 1,000 points of damage.
All right. This should be the end of the game.
You're so fucking cocky. How is this the end of the... I mean, yeah.
You know what this card does.
Do you pull any rank 5s? You pull any...
It's all
needs
right.
to be like a pop into a rank 5. Kind of scary.
Wow, I don't even know if I want to make a rank 5. Yeah, let's just do this.
Oh, okay. Yep.
We will grab domain.
Yeah.
I will activate domain.
Mm-hmm.
Domain. And you know the cool thing about Shadow Vampire is that he is not once per turn.
That is a pretty cool thing. Yeah, that's pretty strong.
So we are going to special... Oh, golly gosh, dang gee willikers.
I mean, it seems like you have the world at your disposal here, so...
Let's just grab familiar.
Yeah, that's the familiar option. Adds a monster. Yeah, go ahead. Fine.
I'll grab Fraulein.
Oh, you did? Okay, that's a super, right? Yeah. A monster declares an attack. You can special this card from your hand in defense mode, and then it helps stuff in battle. Okay.
Okay, unfortunately for you, Doug, I
can't attack.
Know what is in your pack. So I think I'm actually already... I feel like... Yeah, we're already too far in on Nibiru. Let's just go... Doing math here. Let's go Vampire Sucker. We're on 4 summons. No, we're on 5.
You pulled Vampire Sucker.
Yeah.
Oh, it's only super. Okay.
We're gonna
that's
go
reasonable.
retainer. Send Grace.
Okay. I'll get you a draw.
Draw a card. Not bad. We'll go Desire.
I thought you were gonna activate desires.
Oh, that would be funny.
Like pot of desires. Holy shit.
We'll target this guy. We'll send Duke. I think Duke. Yep.
Okay, got the Duke.
The Duke is on the move, as one might say. And then we will overlay for Crimson Brand.
Yeah, that seems like a pretty good setup, I would say. I've not read this guy in a while. You can detach
Doesn't do too
material,
much.
target one card. Oh, special summon it. I don't have anything. And then it like revives this. Okay.
Okay. We'll set one. Let's go to battle.
You can't
Whoa!
attack.
Game bugged! Game bugged! Let's just go in. Oh, thank God. Okay. I was like, are we actually getting the beard?
Oh, fuck. Yeah, I forgot about the... Oh,
Oh, we don't
no.
have Sanguine. Don't worry, we don't have Sanguine.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Man, just what I needed. Okay, so... What if I went... I have like a really bad line.
Yeah.
Is that what I should do? I mean, every line's bad because it's worms. Yeah, I mean, I could... then I don't attack over that. Oh, I guess I can do this. Yeah.
Oh, okay. We got
Yeah,
Zex.
yeah. Yeah, we'll send this.
Okay, so get owned. I guess we're popping pawns here.
Yeah.
Oh God, we get to bin a card too. Jesus.
Yeah. That was not the play.
Not ideal.
It's fine. Okay, so...
Chat saying, why did no one play Vampire in Tier Limit format? Yeah, for sure.
Oh my god. Yeah,
I
dude.
100% agree.
Okay. It's still fine. Oh, God. Yeah, I have to actually do this. Okay, let's attack with Yagen.
Sure. How much do you really want to attack with Yagen?
Chat, this thing comes back. This is terrible to run over. Oh my gosh. That triggers the Grace on my turn. What the fuck? This is fucking... Yeah.
It's decent.
Yeah, I'll continue the attack. Are you... Oh my gosh, you're like crazy. Oh.
Suck.
Yeah, fair. So is that a once per turn? Once per battle.
So once per battle.
I think it's two. Once, yeah.
Yep.
I read the card there.
Yeah.
Well, acted the Yagen. Now that the board is clear. Unfortunately, you have to only control Worm X on the field. So, had to clear right there. It's really painful. And then... none of it really matters, but I guess to, like, try to stay alive, I will...
Moon Mirror Shield. Okay. All right.
Yeah.
That's something.
I'll just end turn. Yeah. I mean, this is at least, you know, I got... Oh my gosh. Joke's on you. I don't have any more monster cards.
You're out of monsters.
So no. I think I'm actually gonna go for this. It doesn't do anything. Is this destroying it or sending it? That'd be crazy if it. Okay, I'll just get rid of this. I'll just get rid of the slime genie. This is anyone's game. Yeah, sure.
Let's go this guy.
Mandatory, pay 5. Bottom of the deck, I think. We need different draws. We need different draws. Arrows have to be destroyed in the field anyway. Oh, true. Yeah. Not like Madolches. Those can get destroyed from anywhere. Familiar, discard, Vamp. Okay.
Yeah, the problem with Vamp is she only sucks guys with higher attack, and your deck's not very good.
Oh, I'll summon a monster. It only needs to have like 2100. That's fine. That's fine.
Yeah, exactly. I guess we'll get fucking Scarlet Scourge, whatever.
Yeah. Yeah, the vampires are kind of crazy in Sealed. I would say.
They're nuts. Yeah.
Yeah, they get in there.
That's Jagen. Yeah.
That's Jagen for you. Yeah.
Damn, we Jagen.
Yeah. Get rid of this, I guess.
Sure.
Activate Great Parasite.
Okay.
Nice. Let's go Eagle.
We do have a Greydle.
Yeah, we at least have a Greydle monster. Yeah. Wait a sec. How much can you pay with this?
This much.
Bro, this deck sucks.
It's not good. It does not look good.
Okay. Game two.
Yeah. I will tell you right now, chat, I did not even calculate. I just put my faith in the vampires. I said, what do you want?
I'll go fucking first, I guess. I don't know.
Right, sure.
Well, like, if you go first and you actually draw, like, a playable hand, it's, like, over.
What are you
where at least if I
implying?
go
That
first,
hand wasn't playable?
I mean,
passed for
well,
two
no,
turns?
because you just said. Yeah, you passed for 2 turns. Okay.
Oh, that's.
I drew a
That's
starter.
perfect.
This
This is
might
nuts.
be the best card to, or the second best card to open in the entire deck. So, I will take it. Ugh. Set that. Set this. Go ahead.
That's not bad.
Yeah, it's not bad.
I don't know how I'm winning this one, to be honest. Actually, I do, because I just drew the best card in my deck.
No. Yeah, familiar. Or retainer.
Wait. Special summoned. I see.
+1 DZ sub?
Perhaps.
Yep. Yeah, it's crazy that the even ignoring the power discrepancy, also your field spell triggers off of my only good card. Ooh, yeah, that's pretty good.
It's okay. I don't think it's fantastic. Okay, we can maybe make it work.
Maybe? Isn't this? Yeah. Discard Grace, yeah. Yep. Man, you were at 500 life points that last game. What if I would have had a cylinder? Oh, I guess it was in damage step when you paid.
Oh, what if we make sucker?
What are you just at?
Oh, we can't we?
Oh,
Wow, that's fucking crazy.
Burns versus Vampires? Yeah, the legendary matchup of ye olden days. What's happening? Oh, the sucker.
He's making sucker.
Yeah.
But what if I draw a card, you know? You ever think about that?
I've thought about it. You're discarding... Do you have a... Okay. So there is one unknown card in hand? Yeah.
I think it's actually this, as much as I want this other one. Maybe we should have pitched the Fraulein here.
But that's the best card in hand.
No, I'm capping. I'm legitimately capping. Alright, let's just draw a card.
You have...
Oh, decent. Let's go combat.
You have domination.
That's why you're a legend.
Yeah.
And then we'll pay 2.
Yeah.
Thoughts,
Not bad.
Prayers. We'll just do a clean 1,000 here.
Just for fun. Well, it's like whatever you pay.
What's the defense on? What's the defense on Yagan?
18.
18. Jesus Christ. Okay.
I think it's the sucker.
Yeah. Okay. Take 12.
Okay.
8, 17, I guess.
17.
I haven't read my own cards.
Yeah.
Let's go.
Oh, that's pretty good.
Trap card.
Yeah. I guess. I don't even know. Like which ones these? All my trap cards are actually kind of good, so that kind of sucks. I guess this one.
Super ancient organism. All right.
Yeah.
Whatever.
Yeah.
We'll bin. I guess another retainer. She had more familiars.
Yeah, that seems pretty good.
Zoma the Spirit. Holy guacamole. That's a great card. Okay.
Yeah, that's what I've had. Oh wait.
Oh, did someone forget to hold A?
No, I just saw it. I want to cry right now. I mean, not actually. Don't worry, Chad. I'm okay. I'm okay. But I did think that's not what I was. The commenters aren't going to like that one.
They don't understand, Doug. You have to ignore them.
No, I just... Oh, my gosh. Like, my solace is that I'm losing anyway, because, like, I see that you have everything, and I don't have anything. Fucking hell. It's fine. Set.
Yeah.
You threw away the game? I didn't throw away the game, because, like, I'm still losing regardless.
Like, you're
but
implying
it's just,
the game
it's just
was
really
possible
embarrassing.
to we'll conk it end step. Take this.
Yeah.
Man, we haven't seen
You
Eldritch
needed
at all.
to have the game to throw it away, right? Because regardless, he's starting his turn with a retainer engrave and the counter trap still.
Oh, the retainer on field, if you tribute it with Nibiru,
No,
actually
you have the
gets
one
banished.
engraved. You have the one
Yeah.
engraved.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah. All right. Actually banned. Sorry, dude. Get the fuck up.
Good. Embrace your anger.
Yeah, embrace the anger. Yeah. I mean, I can send this.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, I mean, it's fine. Yeah.
No, I had a fun thing to summon. Those were close.
Yeah. It doesn't matter. All right. Let's look at that deck.
Yeah, I'm sorry, dog. This deck is just constructed.
You can see my my
yeah, let me see
deck
what we're working with.
after
40 packs?
40
this was what?
packs.
$80?
Yeah.
Well,
Gosh.
I will say yours is looking about as good as we could have hoped, I feel. So
so in the first 10 packs, I pulled one alligator, one eagle, never pulled another Grado monster.
wow, we really pulled a fucking Sphere Karibo from outside the set.
But so in the first 20, and the reason that I did the 30, I pulled 0 impact. I don't know how.
So funny.
0 impact.
That's hilarious.
Out of 20 packs. And then I bought 30 and I pulled 1. And I was like, oh my God, what are we going to do? All right, let me take a look at what you got going on.
All right, yeah.
How crazy was it?
You know.
Yeah, I mean, that's like 3 of every vampire card.
The short of it is every single vampire card is at common and rare. The cards that aren't are Bram, which is PP bad, and Sheridan, which I didn't pick up.
Yeah.
But just playing like Fraulein, we pulled 3 of the super Fraulein. Fraulein control just wins the game on its own, and you only need 1 because it's so searchable. We actually didn't pull very many familiars. We only got 1, but everything else was fine.
because the retainer can get to the desire like you had done. But
yeah,
that is,
of course.
oh man, that's actually really good to know in hindsight that you only had 1 familiar.
We pulled only 1 domain as well, which we really needed more of. But like I was just playing the Lich stuff pre-Lich as like tribute fodder. Like I feel like it's just like guys with big asses you can't really get over.
I mean, you didn't draw a Lich those games, and the trap card still like got in there, like as exactly what you're describing. So, no, I mean, chat. To be completely honest, Nibiru, no Nibiru, commenters, no commenters. I don't think we were winning this one, but
I will say this: if you Nibiru'd me there, you won 100% of the time, and the comments were right. Keep being mean for no reason, comments. We love to hear it. We love your constructive feedback.
GG's. See you guys next week.
GG's, dude.
Oh my gosh. Have a good one, man.
Yeah, you too. What a nice young man. All right, let's do the Twitter thread and call it. Advanced Dragon was so crazy. I'm going to piss real quick. I'll be right back. Gage asked if you can make the VOD public. What VOD? The Conquest VOD? I had to take the Conquest VOD down. The upload on my channel is the VOD. Oh, wait, shit. No. So the upload on my channel named Good Yu-Gi-Oh! Morning Gamers. What's your favorite hashtag Synchro Monster? That has the wrong name, but that is it. The most recent one. All right. Ready? Hey everybody, Joseph Rothschild here, aka MBT, and we are back with another Twitter thread. Today we're talking about OTSs. So one of my favorite parts about the Yu-Gi-Oh! Is that it is a... Today we're talking about OTSs. So one of my favorite parts about Yu-Gi-Oh! Is that it's a place you can get together with friends and acquaintances and people you don't know. And you know what? Let me do this one more time. Oh, you know what? Actually, we have to do this whole thing again, and I have to turn it on emote mode. I'm not getting demonetized again. Hey, everybody. Joseph... Well, actually, can everyone spam Among Us real quick? Are you sure the VOD is public? Go to uploads. Hey everybody, Joseph Rothschild here, aka MBT, back with another Twitter thread. Today we're talking about OTSs. So one of my favorite parts about Yu-Gi-Oh is that locals remain one of the very few places in America where you are forced by the rules of the game to interact with another human being. It can be a great place to make friends, build acquaintanceships, a network, or maybe experience some really strange things. Today we're talking about the weirdest things that ever happened at your locals, because everyone has that local's story. I've posted a wind-up shark because mine is about sharking. In 2016, myself and undefeated YCS 2015 competitor Sohrab Pasikani, also Gavin, went to a Yu-Gi-Oh! Locals. It was in the middle of like Burning Abyss format. It was in the middle of one of the many Burning Abyss formats. Sohrab was playing Monarch. Sohrab was playing Domain Monarch, and in his extra deck... Sohrab was playing Domain Monarch with 0 cards in his extra deck, and in his deck box, he had put the packs... Sohrab was playing Domain Monarch with no extra deck. How do I describe this? Sohrab was playing Domain Monarch with no cards in his extra deck, but in his Ultra Pro carrying case, he had placed the opened OTSs that he had purchased when he entered the tournament. Halfway through round 3, he was 2-0 and was cleaning up an easy round 3 against an opponent. His opponent goes, "Hold up. Let me see if you have cards in your extra." Everyone around him immediately erupts in, "It's a locals!" And the guy goes, "I gotta do what I gotta do. I gotta do what I gotta do." And Sohrab sheepishly revealed that he had put the cards he had received for entry in the deck box. A judge came over, ruled the game state irreparable because Domain had been active for a number of turns while there were cards in the extra deck, and we immediately left and did not return to that OTS. That store lost its status shortly after, so not a big L. Let's see what you've all got. I was super active on the Yu-Gi-Oh! Card Maker forum when I was younger, and the one day I saw someone post asking if a trade they made had been worth it. It was specific, some ghost rare for another card. Someone at my locals made that trade, so I DM'd to ask if it was them. Part 2. Turns out it was. 2 randos on this forum went to the same locals. The next week we chatted IRL, had one awkward conversation, and ignored each other from every locals ever from then on because we couldn't figure out how to interact IRL. Oops! I was playing against a hero player. They placed a card face down in the field center zone, and I was like, "You can't do that. It could confuse the game state." So they turned it over, and it was Burstinatrix, not safe for work art. He was really embarrassed, and honestly, should be. Don't be weird about field centers. If you have a skeevy field center, just don't put it in the middle. Back when I played in an OTS, there was a dude with an Ahegao hoodie who would get mad at you if you swore because there are children around. So I think we all know during like the 2016 era of YouTube culture, there was always like one guy who wore the Ahegao hoodie everywhere. But that person also being like a member of the No Cussing Club is a little unsuspected. I don't go to locals, but I want to feel involved, so I'm going to make up a story. My opponent punched me in the face, epically owned the libs, and got free wins. This is real, and it happened. Thanks. Haley says, hate crimed at the Difo pre-release. Dude says I'm showing skin for wearing a crop top and shorts. I pulled an Albulenitis he wanted. Dude sent me the money over PayPal with, sorry, pensive. She's showing skin. Do you have any trades? This one's going to need the notes app. Here we go. A friend of mine lost his max rarity spellbook deck. The entire store spent about an hour looking for it, including his best friend, who went conspicuously missing when we went to check the security footage. The TO noticed him dip and followed him. When someone else noticed they were gone, we all went to the parking lot to see the TO forcibly dragging this guy out of his running car and opening his bag. Of course, it turned out the guy had stolen the deck in plain sight of the security cameras. When my friend confronted him with a, "What the fuck, aren't we friends?" the guy shrugged and said, "I guess we were," and drove away. Huh? I will say the number one thing I like when OTSs do is if a deck goes missing, they basically lock the doors and go, all right, who's got it? This doesn't happen that much anymore because theft is nowhere near as commonplace as it used to be. One person reading is not one thing. But the entire 30-person locals not realizing the Dragon Rulers were once per turn is another story. Dragoonity, Mermail, and Sylvan looping Tempest, Tidal, and Redox made things a lot more chaotic. This lasted until Duelist Alliance. Was probably deserved, but the first time I went to a new local, I played against a guy on Fluffle who, after I Scythe-locked him on Synchro Eldritch in Game 3, punched the table and stormed out. I don't know. If you're on Synchro Eldritch, I think you have to be fine with someone locking your extra. Oh, God. I have to play half my deck? Oh. Had a guy a few years back try and scum a win off a returning player by entering main phase after time was called before draw phase to gain life points with Kaina and win. They did this knowing the returning player didn't know time rules. This was before I was a judge, so I had to make a scene about it because there wasn't a judge that locals. Still bad blood, but that's why I took the judge test so I could step in when stuff like that happens. Scummy. One time after I 2-0'd a kid, he tried to convince me to tell the TO that I 2-1'd him. He did not know the score didn't matter, so I said, yeah, I won the match, to the TO. That's a Magic the Gathering thing. A Yugi boomer with a DMG mat and a Sidra structure at the Pote premiere got so angry at his opponent on branded Despia, he took his opponent's Mirror Jade, took out a lighter, turned it on, and held Mirror Jade over it. That's insane, but at least it was Mirror Jade and not, like, Chimera. For some time, one of the locals here had a trading table. You were not allowed to trade anywhere but at the trading table. The trading table was the size of a 1v1 match. The trading table was also a tournament match table. Okay, I was with you till that very last part. Back at pretty much the first locals there was in Santiago de Compostela? I don't know this place. They were in charge of organizing a small tournament in an anime expo. To make a long story short, someone had to use the TO's laptop for tournament stuff and found way too much horse bestiality porn. Hey! Yeah. This is a doozy. Just a few weeks after the Dragon Rulers came out, a kid, had to be like 10, pulled a Draco sack out of his entry pack. Guy scams the kid out of the Draco. We all have been there. The judge notices this. He grabs the Draco out of the dude's hands to give it back. Let's keep going. To the kid, the guy tries to grab it back, but drops it, and at the same time it hits the floor. Someone moves the chair back to get up out of the way on the argument, and the chair leg scrapes across the Draco, ripping it and destroying the foiling. Oh. That's terrible. That's really rough. Back when I owned a physical store, Jeff Jones used to own a physical store? Wow. Back when I owned a physical store, two guys got into an altercation during a duel. One guy goes, "You're just a little bitch." And the other guy goes, "Bruh, I'll slash your tires." So the first guy went out to his car and grabbed a gun. Fun times. When I was talking to Rebecca about this, when people are just like sometimes mean to her in Britain, and I'm like, in America, you know, we are a little more polite, I think, just because there's the implication that if you're too mean to someone, they can just go get a gun. You're just a little bitch. I'll slash your tires. Oh, yeah? Only been to locals once, but in my second round, I had a guy talk to me about Nickelodeon shows the whole time. In the middle of a rant about Avatar: The Last Airbender, he tried to rewind 4 activations to imperm my access code after I had already cleaned most of his board. Well, you can't use imperm until the access code has cleaned the board, right? So back when Disaster Dragon was a thing, one kid at our locals was playing against a literal child, was styling on a Dark Magician deck. He ended up fully resolving Future Fusion to summon 5-headed dragon to attack for game, except the child won that game. Cylinder and Edison, by the way, just happened. Locals last Friday involved myself and a friend paired against 2 other friends. Both of them had horny mats and field centers, then argued over which one had a girlfriend. Not sure if cringe or just sad. It's a little of both. Little column A, little column B. Guy argued for 10 minutes that I couldn't use Abyss Keeper's second effect because it's all one effect. You have to use it on summon. I'm a judge. I know what I'm talking about. It doesn't matter if there's a period. It's one effect. That's not true. One time, a nephew of a known crime boss family in the area played at my locals with a 60-card Exodia DM pile. He lost every round. So when his uncle showed up and asked how he was doing, no one was brave enough to tell the truth, so we gave him some packs and told him he won. Jesus Christ. I played ninjas 2 weeks ago and wore a Naruto headband the whole time. Sure. Sat down across from a guy my first day at a new shop was on Libromatica versus Kashtira. They had an Ecclesia Field Center with the ass out. Had to explain that you can't Lava Golem a Vanities. 2-0'd, they dropped. Good enough. More so wholesome than weird, but there was this kid a little younger than me at the time we went to our locals for a few weeks. His last week there was very eventful as it was his birthday. His mom and little sister came with him, and they gave us all free candy in little jars. Oh, that's cute. Oh, I'm familiar with this one. In one of the formats where Dark Hole was limited, one player used Pot of Duality and revealed Dark Hole, Dark Hole, Dark Hole. The opponent's player called out the judge, but quickly the cheater threw out the other 2 Dark Holes before a deck check. Judge. Have you all heard the famous story of Duality revealing Duality, Duality, Duality into Scoop?
Why you're a legend.
At a Judgment of the Light sneak, my opponent had a full-on breakdown, screaming, crying, and accusing me of cheating to everyone because I pulled a 102 and a 104 out of my entry packs. What? Attacked a guy for game. He said GG. Then I picked up my cards and he said that I scooped and that he won. All the owners knew that he's a known cheater, so no one believed him. So he went outside to throw a rock at the store. Okay, a lot of people here just posting bad beats. A female employee at the store moved on to a different job, but before leaving for good, she left the store manager a list of the smelliest customers, ranked from most passable to most horrid stinkers. Hey, before I leave, let me update the meta rankings. Oh, Blue Rose just donated. Let me read this one. We'll take a ban if I wind up rooting the video, but just in case you don't get to it, I feel obligated to tell you it was a weird day at locals when we found out one of our regulars was involved in an active Amber Alert. Imagine you're playing and the phone goes burp, and you go, be on the lookout for a trap trick structure deck. What? One time the power went out at our OTS. Instead of everyone packing up and saying no Yu-Gi-Oh, everyone pulled out phones, flashlights, and said, Yu-Gi-Oh is continuing, bitches, and played it in the dark. During the Mystic Fighters OTS day in 2019, suddenly everything got taken apart, everything was packed up, and the shop was cleared out. Turns out the owner's mom forced him to close up the shop and go to rehab. Weird feeling to play your last tournament at a shop while it's being shut down. Jesus. Some unfortunate guy at my locals had a car fly into his vehicle outside the tournament. He lost the match because the judge gave him a 3-minute time extension. Sorry, dog. Unless it's totaled, you're only getting the 3. During a regional, this guy, one of the faces of my local, after losing too many games, throwed his full U.S. Flunder into the wall just outside the store. Shortly after, I saw him collecting the cards from the ground, petting and saying sorry to the birds. I mean, you can't stay mad at them. Not the weirdest story I've ever heard, but apparently after I dropped early and went home on a Thursday night at Dream, people got into an argument that got heated enough for one of them to pull a knife. Oh my god. Dream used to be a lot tougher than it is now, I'll say that. Unless this happened recently, in which case, holy shit. MTG. My locals back in college was a half pub. I gotta say, love locals like this, where they like have like a mini food thing. Anyway, I'd finished my round early. I got a BLT with some thick tomato slices. I take a bite into it, and it projectile squirts onto the guy's deck next to me. Do it squirt. I am the weirdest thing to happen at ROTS. At Dark World Structure Deck, I brought a cloak and a pendant, and I spoke in a cartoonishly evil accent and said, I am the Prince of Dark World. Cool. Back in high school, during Storm of Ragnarok format, the Yu-Gi-Oh! And the Magic the Gathering day were the same day on Fridays. Once both the Yu-Gi-Oh! Players and Magic the Gathering players unionized to get the owner to stay open late one night and throw a pizza party for everybody. A lot of people are like, this is an epic game I won. You're misreading the prompt here. We once brought tables outside of the card shop to play because it was during the peak of summer heat. There were like 25 of us and the card shop was tiny. 6 of us sat outside praying the wind didn't blow away our cards while burning in the heat wave. There's actually an old microvlog of mine where I go to a locals in New Jersey that did this same thing, and it's like me and Danny playing Flunder on the highway. It's so funny. I made a trade with a guy at our locals once. We sealed the deal with a fist bump. Then the gentleman decided to tickle me. What the fuck? Wasn't Yu-Gi-Oh related, but a local store we had to evacuate the building because a house exploded. There was a gas leak. Not me, but my friends from college went to an OTS for a small tourney. It was very small, like only 8 people signed up. After it was over and packs were handed as prizes, a photo of the winners was taken for social media. But after that, he asked for the packs to be given back. Hmm. Huh. About a year ago, there was a father-son duo who went to locals every week. The son would teeter back and forth between Hero and VW. Want to know what the 60-year-old father played every week? Fossil Stun. Just straight up Fossil Stun. I guess I'll say it. That's definitely Jeff Leonard. That's like 100% Jeff Leonard. Like, I am absolutely sure that it's Jeff. I was playing Runic Naturia last year, and my opponent on Zombie Tierlin thought it was going to be a Floodgate game until I pitched Sacred Tree for Hugin. He goes, all right, I got shit I can do, but I want to see what this combo does. And he just let me cook. Respect. Back in 2015, the old store I used to go to had a huge gambling problem. People would just straight up roll for money and cards. Long story short, a guy we called Gambit lost his max rarity spellbook deck, his phone, and his shoes while gambling. Left the store barefoot. Get it twisted! Magical Maya, thank you for the 5. Late to this, but the first time I went to a new locals in the city I'm in college at, last round I went up against a dude who was using one of those Mattel dual discs wrapped so tightly around his wrist, it was cutting off his blood flow. Come on. The one time this guy was playing Hero, which is the only deck he liked, he summoned Shadow Mist, his opponent flipped Teekboo, and the guy started crying and yelling, "This isn't fun." So 3 of us, including his opponent, had to try to calm him down. Is he wrong, though? Is he wrong? Nearly every time I'm at Gamer's Choice, sometime around 3 or 4, a delivery dude comes in with Chinese food, and no one ever knows who ordered it. The big story of the Honolulu Pro Tour wasn't... Come on. It's the fucking Platinum Angel story. I remember when I was 8, a couple older players were trying to convince me that Don Zalug and Bottomless Trap Hole would be visiting the store next week. Not like, oh, the cards will be here to buy, but the people in the cards are going to show up. Like Santa, but he's just, ah. I was playing Glads at my locals in '09 when I resolved the War Chariot to negate and destroy Dad. My opponent slammed his fists on the table and shouted at the top of his lungs, "I hate gladiator beasts." He stormed out without his deck or mat. I was 17 and he was late 20s. For what it, that was Keegan, actually. That was literally Keegan.
That's why you're a legend.
Poptimus Prime, thank you for the sub. Oh, no, don't want to read that. You scammed a kid? Come on.
That's why you're a legend.
Friend of locals misunderstood how Fiend Comedian worked. For what it's worth, this happened with Gavin, too. He played Fiend Comedian in a Philly regional that I think he got second at. This is like his one regional top. And he flips it, and his opponent goes... like, literally makes that gesture. He was like an animated guy, and he just went like that. He was like, what is that? One time I won a local during Ruler Spellbook format using Endless Decay Self-Destruct button. I didn't play Spellbook, and the Ruler players didn't main deck Swift, so I got game 1 on them, and then they would hit the button until time, and I win in match. 1, I don't think you actually have to wait until time. If you have played 2 games and one player is ahead, I believe that's actually the match. I could be wrong about that. But 2, fuck you! Oh. That's actually very sad. Most of these people are just explaining games that they've won. I remember years ago I was watching a small daily tournament when a mom and her kid showed up and insisted to join mid-tournament. For adults, not only was that ridiculous, but the cards the kid had were fake. Both threw a hissy fit until everyone left. Taki says that Dark World knife or that Dream Wizard's knife fight story was a couple of months ago, like right before New Year's. Jesus Christ. Well, Dyer's literally lying. What year was that? Dyer's lying. She's literally lying. It's not her. She's lying. This happened with me. You were the kid? No, you're lying. You're lying. No, you're lying. I don't believe you. The Dark Magician players, 4 to 5 year old. The Dark Magician players, 4 to 5 year old, ran out of the bathroom with no underwear. What the fuck? Okay, he's now repeating them. Wait! A second guy talking about the fucking Amber Alert!
That's why you're a legend.
We had a Weiss Schwartz tournament, and one person only brought their Yu-Gi-Oh deck by accident. So we decided to roll with it, and whoever played with them played Yu-Gi-Oh instead. Everyone who passed by was so confused about the random Yu-Gi-Oh match in the middle of 2 Weiss games. an OTS championship with my buddies, and one of them calls over a judge as his opponent has marked cards. The judge came over and ruled them to continue, but only because every single one of the cards had the exact same mark and bend. Judge said they'd never seen it before. Were they like, was that their stamp? That was their signature? When I was 12, a bunch of guys at my locals played 5v1 against our local Harpy main, and we all fucking lost somehow. He OTK'd one person per turn. That guy's in jail now. Hopefully not from that. A guy got so mad at Colossal Fighter Armory Arm Loop after the game, he took one out of his binder and ate it! All right. All right. There it is. I thought my locals was crazy, but I appreciate, you know, the security that it's not. Here, we'll go. I thought my locals was crazy, but reading these, I'm realizing that I had a much more normal time playing this game than any of you did. Thankfully, now we have Master Duel for those of us who don't ever want to interact with another human being. All right. Good stuff. Thank you all for coming by. I had a gay old time today. We're going to call it here. Thank you so much for stopping by. I'll be live tomorrow at 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time sharp. 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time sharp. We're going to be watching Saga once again. We can once again return to watching Saga. I want to watch the Solemn Yu-Gi-Oh video about the magical hats topic we had last week, and a couple of other videos as well. And I mean, this is pretty shocking. We might even play Yu-Gi-Oh. All right. Let me do the payout and then we'll throw you elsewhere. Is the fucking subathon still going? Does it continue to this day? Yes. Oh my god. My lord. All right, I guess maybe I'll throw you over to Coder. Who else is live? Yeah, why not? What's he doing? Wait, he's like live somewhere? What the fuck? Visiting a retro game store. All right, is anyone playing Yu-Gi-Oh? Can I throw you over to someone who is playing Yu-Gi-Oh? Zolu? He's French. I don't think we can... I don't think we can do that. Nifroth? I don't know who that is. I'll throw you over to Coder. "58% of you thought I was winning. You people are ridiculous." That was the easiest victory of all time. You thought the Worm Pack was going to beat me. Come on. Ba-da-da. Do-do-do-do. Oh, let's do like a Luke Von Karma style lo-fi sad rap. Oh, yeah. This is really getting me in my feelings. Don't stay awake for too long. Don't stay awake for too long. You shouldn't stay awake for too long. That shit is not healthy for you. Yo, I can't believe that I stayed awake all night. That was not smart. I am white, but I'm a rapper. I turn it on its head. I should have stayed awake. Now I feel like I'm dead.